All right. Audio levels 1212. Hey, welcome. Jerrel here. Today I'll be playing the hero of Destiny was killed by the final boss. This is my most recent game that I've published. I'm very proud of how the game turned out. I'm working on some improvements and new features. For anyone that hasn't seen it, I'll just be doing the Battle Coliseum. I've beaten the final boss once on this save file, and I'll be doing the Battle Coliseum and trying to build a team to do well in the Battle Coliseum. Black coffee. Now, before starting the game, it's a good idea to take a look at the options and the extras. I always like, let me take a look at my badges that I've earned. Okay, so I've beaten the game with 8 characters. Surviving in the party. So who did I use? I used the Beastkeeper Burger. Okay, the badges help you keep track. You can also get badges for soloing the game as well. Okay, so I like to have permadeath off. It's on by default. Let's see. All right, we have our extras here. High res mode on or off. I'll turn high res mode on for now. I like to keep easy mode off. That's just if you just would like to have a chill time, or if you have younger kids playing. You can also turn on no EXP, and that means that you're going to have a pretty tough challenge. So I'm going to continue. This save file looks like I've got 7 hours in this save file. I've got a burger. I might be doing a summoner run. What I might want to do is just build a summoner team, maybe. That's one of my favorite archetypes in games. Now, this is going to make it a little tough because my character's health, it's hidden by the logo of the game here. Oh well, that's too bad for me. Okay, so this is my latest game, The Hero of Destiny. I was killed by the final boss. If we want to see what the game looks like without high-res mode on, we can take a look just there. This is how I originally intended the game to look and designed it, and I spent dozens of hours just fine-tuning this LD. Uh, hey, how's it going, Jir? 9682 Isekai Light Novel title. So I spent hours and hours and hours working, fine-tuning this visual style, and I call it LD 3D. You know, we have games that call themselves HD 2D. Well, this is LD 3D. It's still 3D, but it it strives to achieve a kind of a 2D look. So I'm just going to look at my party here. I want to see what I haven't used the save file in a while. I'm busy with my work. Styler Suitman, what's good, brother? Hey, more complete. How's it going? This is my latest game that I've done. It's available on Switch and Steam, and if you guys want a copy, let me know. I've got copies of the game to give away. I'm just going to be doing the battle mode. Let's see here. So the game is an action RPG, but I wanted it to feel like a turn-based RPG, and how I achieve that is that the enemies can absolutely wreck you. The enemies destroy you because this is the end section of a game. And these are NPCs. These are not heroes. So you don't get swords and shields and all the magic stuff. All you have are sticks and stones. And so the enemies, the game is designed to where the game will just destroy you, right? This area, I specifically designed this area so you can level up. You can grind really quickly here. So if you have characters that you've never used, you want to level them up, this area here, just grind here. It's specifically designed to let you level up quickly. But your characters have to deal damage in order to get EXP from that enemy. I like a ranged team, so basically how I wanted this to feel like a turn-based battle system is you open your skills menu. Let's see. And when you open your skills menu, you see every character has some signature skills there. So for example, Prey doesn't do much, right? It stuns the enemies for a little while, but what it does is there are ghost enemies that can destroy you, and they take a long time to beat. But if you have a character that can use Prey, the Priest is one of the characters that can use Prey, then you can insta-kill the ghosts with 666 damage. You have a couple characters like the birder who can call out a duck. That's a summoner type character. The ducks are the best summon. I'm just going to say it now. There's a couple different summoners in here. Um, the ducks will actively go after the enemies. You have healing, but it's not very good. You can see it did 20 HP, and that's boosted. If you take a look at the equipment for the sailor, I've got green sleeves on there. You can level up your armor. You can level up your weapons. Um, you see the levels for the weapons appear there. So it's I really wanted this to be this is you build your team and you make these characters, you make your team how you want it to be, you make the characters how you want them to be to a certain extent. You can't change their archetype, but you build a team to basically fill the role of one hero because these are eight nobodies. These characters are so weak, right? They're basically useless on their own. But if you've got eight of them, eight NPCs is basically about as strong as one hero. That was my idea behind this. If you hold the button down, the attack button, you can stay direction locked. And each character has two weapons. So you can see I've got the bell here. I'll switch characters here. Let's see, I got the storyteller. This guy throws a ribbon ball, which is good. Ribbon type weapons stop enemies from grabbing you. There's a whole system about the weapon types, and they have unique effects. So you can see I got double sticks on this guy. And the hoops are my favorite weapon. They're not a boomerang, right? Because they don't come straight back. Angry mob overthrows demon castle. Jeer, absolutely 100%. Yeah. That's what it is, and I thought it would be fun to explore that idea. So for anyone just starting out or who hasn't played the game yet, is that Sailor Moon in the crowd? So that character, you can see their jobs are their names, right? That character is Sailor. That is a sailor, correct. And I'll show you the sailor's weapons. There's two sailors. The other one's a dude. He's not a Tuxedo Mask reference. So the sailor throws a hoop. There we go. And the sailor's other weapon is a magic staff, or what does the game call it? A scepter? What did I call it in this? A staff. I called it a staff. Okay, so if we open up the skill menu, the sailor has a beast net. In my mind, that was kind of like a fishing net. And refreshments. The refreshments, it's not that good. It's 10 HP, but it does get boosted to 20 HP because I have the green sleeves armor equipped, and it cures poison. So in my mind, you know how Sailor Moon has the moon healing magic or whatever the dub calls it. I mean, which dub? Am I right? In my mind, that was kind of like Sailor Moon's cure, moon healing magic or whatever. I'm a massive Sailor Moon fan. Moon, uh, Moon Tiara magic. She had that healing thing as well. Um, if there's any Naruto fans, I'll show you a fun reference here as well. I'm a big Naruto fan. If we walk to the town's corner, top left corner, Mighty copy, yeah, Mighty Biff. If you'd like a copy, yeah, if you would like a copy for the Switch, let me know your region. The codes are region specific, so if you'd like a copy for the Switch, let me know if you're in North America, Europe, or Australia. And if it's Steam, just let me know if it's Steam. Steam is region free. So this is a skill teacher, Ninpo. It's me. You found my secret training spot again. Now I will teach you a new ability. Well, that's what I normally say to heroes who find me. I can pass special abilities on to heroes, but it doesn't work with just anyone. For me personally, I don't actually have much combat ability at all. I'm just a teacher. Yeah, I can do Switch giveaways. Let me know if you'd like a copy for the Switch. So there's my reference to 1010. 1010 was one of my favorite Naruto characters, and I was gutted to see that she doesn't get to do anything ever. So um, I don't have space in my party right now. I kind of don't want to change my configuration until I want to go to the Battle Coliseum and see what my team can do first before I start messing with my team config, and then I can recruit her. She's all throwing weapons. All she has is throwing weapons. So justice for 1010, if you guys know what I mean. This game gives me PS1 and 3DO vibes. I was trying to tap into that because back then, when they wanted to do 3D stuff, a lot of times they had to fake it. So what the developers did in that era, like early 32-bit, was they would use a 3D modeling program. They would render the model, and then they would just pre-render it into a sprite. And so they were 3D model. They used to be 3D models, but they were converted into 2D sprites. And it creates this very fascinating look. And the shaders that they had for their 3D programs back then they had such a specific look to them. And so that's what I was trying to tap into here. Hey, Kimchi Acid, good to see you. Doesn't Depression Swing have more screen time than Tenten? It's everyone has more screen time than 1010. It's such a buffer. Oh, Mighty Biff, yeah, let me get you a copy for Steam then. Okay. Okay. But yeah, if you'd like a copy for Switch, just let me know which region. Mm, I whiffed it. Sorry guys, I whiffed tagging. That's bad. Hold on. I can't believe I whiffed tagging you. There we go. Okay, there's your download code. I hope you enjoy the game. Is this every NPC is recruitable? Yes. Every single character that you can talk to is recruitable. Every single one, and they all have unique weapons and skills. Like like some are going to have duplicate skills as each other, right? But every character has a unique set of skills and weapons. I'd like to play it on Switch. Jir, sure. Let me know which region you need the code for. And there are more than 50 playable characters. After you defeat the final boss, there's more characters that become available. There's a little bit more lore and story as well. But what's so important is level up your stuff. Okay, so this is the blacksmith. If I check my, let's see, I got green drop. Green drop is how you level up stuff. So blacksmith, I don't have any weapons we can use. Um, there hasn't been any reason for me to make any lately. All the heroes that were coming to town already had legendary weapons. And I thought that was a fun concept to explore. This is the end game town. This is the final town before the final dungeon, and there are no weapons here because all of these NPCs, they're saying, well, everyone that comes through here already had the legendary stuff, so we don't actually have any weapons. Can you get an army of pitchfork wielders? I think there's only 2 characters that have pitchforks, actually. Everyone else has different stuff. So you can't have actually, no, the answer is no, you can't have an army of pitchfork wielders. I think there's 2 pitchfork users here. I think the farmer has it and oh, man 2 maybe. Oh, magic balls. Okay, I don't know how many magic balls I have, so I don't want to waste my weapons here or my magic balls. Let me see what magic balls I have. Oh, I have 63 magic balls, right? Okay, so let's see. I think that's good. I'm gonna level up my see my pebble is level 0, right? Let's just do a test, okay? So I'm gonna go outside and I'm going to see how much damage my pebble does to the enemies. Where am I going? Left? Left, left, left. Where am I going? This way. Uh, Can we get an army of cows or ducks? You can get an army of ducks. I'll explain that. So I'm a massive, massive summoner type fan. Is the code timed? No, there's no time limit on the code. So how I'm a massive fan of summoner type characters. So the way that I built this game is your all of your skills work based on a cooldown, right? So you call out a duck. Oh, I want to get my birder back in first place. You call out a duck, and you have to wait for that cooldown meter to deplete before that character can use any more skills. But there are characters like the storyteller. So have a look at the storyteller has a skill called hurry up, and the skill cooldown time depletes by 5 seconds. So watch the weight meter. See at the top left, I'm going to use this, and you see how it takes a chunk out of that weight meter. Now look at the delivery man. The delivery man also has hurry up. So I've got 2 characters with hurry up. So that basically means that's opened up that skill again because of hurry up. Drop that. Now I've got 2 ducks out. You can also get equipment. The Is it the frilly shirt? You can get equipment that increases the duration, the amount of time that your summons stay active. You can get equipment that increases that, and you can also use fire gems. You can collect fire gems. I add places where you can grind for them. And fire gems, if you use those on a crystal in town, you can increase your summon strength and duration as well. So, this game is basically like I think this would be really cool, so I'm gonna do it. Okay, so my pebble does 22 damage, right? I'm doing 22? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm 22ing that. Okay. Yeah, if anyone would like a code, let me know. I've got copies of my game to give away for Switch. And if it's Switch, let me know which region. And if it's Steam, then that's region free. Okay, Jeer, hold on, let me get your code, Jeer. All right, saying that one. North America here. Okay. All right, that is for North America. I hope you enjoy. Hey, Jason, it's great to see you, man. How are you doing? Always glad to hear from you, Jason. Okay, let me see. I'm actually keeping track of the numbers. I could give out more copies if I wanted. The numbers are just there to help me keep track. Oops, how do I fix that? Man, sometimes I'm so old. I press Control S, which makes the element in OBS fill up the entire screen. Okay. Oh, what engine are you using? This uses Unity. Okay, so I did 22, and this is the thing with RPGs. I love numbers, right? I love the numbers. And I don't use the word love lightly because love is something you should only use, for your friends and your family. And people tend to sensationalize things. This is a situation where I'm honestly, I love numbers, man. This is what I like about RPGs. I want to be able to make my own decisions as the player, and I watch my numbers go up. It feels good. I love it. PhD Jeshua. Yeah, sure. Let me get you a copy of the game. Okay, so I'm just gonna upgrade my weapon. Something that I want to do. I think I am actually working on this in an update. Is this uh doesn't say the name of your weapon because I didn't program it to be able to say the name of the weapon that you have equipped. I think I've added to where it is going to do that now in an update because right now it just says first or second weapon. And part of it was because that window only takes up such a small amount of space. Not a lot can fit in there. You would have to resize the text. Let's see here. Okay. I'm going to level up my pebble twice. Okay. So if I take a look at my pebble, you see it was level 0 before. Now it's level 2. Let's do it one more time because it feels good to level stuff up there. Should there be capitalized letters in the title? It reads like a sentence. No, I purposefully didn't want letters. I only capitalized the Hero of Destiny because that's the main title of the game, and then the rest of it is a sentence. And I thought it was funny to do that. Yeah. Hey, Jason, so I played in a bluegrass session the other night. Oh man, the musicians were so good. Um, hold on, Steam, right? Steam for you. Oh, the music that's playing is kind of scary. It's from one of my. Oh, do I not have music on? Oh, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm so sorry. I had the music muted. Oh man, sometimes I'm so old. Oh man, I had the music. I thought I had vibes going. The music was muted. Hey, Demon Dog, how's it going? Oops, hold on. I didn't tag you on that. This is the first I'm seeing of the game. Looks cozy. If you want a copy, I've got copies of the game to give away. Let me know if you'd like a copy for Steam or Switch. And if you'd like it for Switch, let me know the region. Also, you can download it for Android. I have to upload the update for Android. I have that done. I just need to do that. It fixes some things. Okay, so you can upgrade your weapons. I'm using up my magic balls, and I'll show you where to upgrade your armor and your summons. So let me see what fire gems. I might grind for fire gems actually. I have 31 fire gems, so I think I can upgrade my duck summons. I might want to get another summoner as well. Okay, so if we go over here, I want to copy, but I feel guilty not purchasing the game. Hey, it's actually a huge help even if you tell other people. I'm happy to share my game with you because the thing I hate most about game development is that I have to ask people to give me money for my games, and I really dislike that. So I try to give out, because, like, some people are students, right? And students don't have a lot of money. You got to focus on those stuff. Some people have families. They don't have a lot of disposable income. And I just hate making people feel left out. So if I can give out copies of my games, that makes me happy that people can enjoy my games. And you can still be part of the Sungrand team by telling other people about my game and saying, if you like it, I don't want you to to be dishonest, you know, and say, oh, just because a guy gave me a copy of the game, I'll tell other people about it. If you like the game, you know, it would help me if you told people about it, you know, if you liked it. So, let's see, PhD, would you be all right with me doing a review of the game? Absolutely. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. So this is the Summoning Crystallium, Shimmers with Mysterious One. This is where you go to use your fire gems. I'll show you how to get more fire gems pretty easily. It's a kind of a... of course I build in little tricks, you know, but this is how you make your summons stronger. So I have at least... This is going to use up my fire gems. So this is going to make my duck stronger. And I like a strong duck. Been loving your Deltarune playthrough. I'm having so much fun with Deltarune. It's really cool. This is such a cute little game. I love the premise. Thanks. Why is there a no EXP mode? Oh my god. Because some people might want to do a very hard challenge run. And I thought it'd be good to build that in, just to give people the, oh, do I already have another summoner? Oh, I have 2 summoners with me. I have the Beastkeeper. So check this out. If you guys want to optimize your summons, okay, check this out, right? So I have the, I think I have Frilly Shirt on both. Oh, Beastkeeper has Farmer Tunic. Farmer Tunic lets you use skills more often. I might change his equipment. So here's how you optimize your summons. I've got 2. There's still the Dragon Keeper as well, or Dragon Renter. So see how I got 2 summons out, and you see the weight meter stops you from using any more skills on that character. I'm going to use the Hurry Up skill, and you see it decrease the meter. I'm going to use Hurry Up again, and you can see that now I can call out my duck again, and if I just wait another second, there we go. Now I've got more summons. So you can have a massive army of summons out. And of course there's equipment to increase the duration. So if you want to optimize that, I did stuff. Save, I have to. This game kind of gives me the vibe of Wonderful 101. Oh, Wonderful 101 was so interesting. I like that idea of just having a ton of characters, and I think my fascination for that started with Suikoden, you know, like 108 characters. Damon Dog. So I can't pay for it? You can... I mean, I'm happy to give you a copy of the game, and if you'd like to help, you can just tell other people online about the game. I would love a North America Switch copy. Sure, up to 88. But it's not like a deal. Like, I'm not asking you for anything in return. I'm just asking you to have fun. Okay, okay, there you go. This is for North America Switch. Okay. So you can change equipment, but I wanted it to be different. Because you're not playing as the hero, I needed to think of ways to interact with the world that are different from how we normally interact with it. Demon Dog, gonna buy the game instead to support. Hey, I really appreciate that. I really think that. Thank you. So how equipment works is you have to manually go into people's houses, and they have clothes hanging up like this, and it will tell you what it does. So there's a cloth tunic here. It might increase defense and also power a small amount. Do you want to wear it? No, I'm not going to change that. So there's a reason to explore and look around. You're rewarded for exploring and looking around. And it feels more like you're interacting. You're going into this person's house and you're just taking their clothes. And I could have done it the normal way, right? We expect in a game that you just pick up an item and it goes into your inventory and equip it. But these are not heroes, and so I didn't want to have an equipment inventory in this game because they're not heroes, they're NPCs. If you want to increase your armor, and this is so vital, go here to the armor. This is so important because your armor is a huge contributor to you being able to survive. Let's see, he's wearing legendary armor, so there probably wasn't anything I can do to help. Okay, so if you have 50 green drop, you can enhance your armor. Okay, and that's going to increase my character's armor. Octu 80, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, have a lot of fun. But make sure to level up your armor and your weapons here. So I'll put Murder in first place again. You can see my frilly shirt has gone up to level 7. Who needs more leveling up? Let's see. Who is this? Okay, this guy needs, his armor's a little low. And your stats will increase based on the armor. Every armor has different stuff. Some armor, you know, it doesn't increase your power that much, but then it increases your defense and your HP a huge amount. I feel bad asking for one, but could I get an NA switch code? Don't feel bad. I'm here to hang out with you guys. I feel bad asking people to give me money for my games, you know, and that's just a hang-up that I have, you know. That's a me problem. I feel bad saying people have to buy my games, so you deal with it, you know. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have a lot of fun. Okay, there we go. So there we go. And the reason why I made that little area in the beginning is because you have to have an area where you can grind out levels, right? Like these characters, this is the party that I beat the final boss with, and they're in their 40s and 50s, and you can see I've got my armor. I didn't really do my weapons that much, actually. It was all in the armor, but I had a hard time. I think I beat it on live stream. Hamner, hey, how's it going? So again, I'll show you. So, do I have someone with a net? Who do I have with a net? Oh, I do. Catching it. Okay, that's important. Okay, so what I want to do, so earlier I was doing 22 damage with my pebble, right? And I leveled it up a couple times. Let me know if the music's ever too loud. It's a bit difficult for me to tell sometimes. So I was doing 22 with the pebble. I like doing long range, ranged character builds, or ranged party builds, because you can just spam enemies out. Oh, it's so satisfying. Hey. I think I did 28 with that pebble that time. Yep. So I was doing 22 damage with this pebble, but now I'm doing 28. Very satisfying. I like it. I like it real good. I missed. So, okay. I'm going to show you where to get magic balls. It's easier to do this with one character in your party. Okay. So this is the catching net, right? To get magic, you use magic balls to level up your weapons, right? So I use that first area to level up your characters very fast. This combat looks crazy. It was so fun, but I spent at least 200 hours just balancing the combat. A system like this is so hard to get right, because if you don't fine-tune this, instead of feeling satisfying, it feels sloppy. Your ranged attacks as well, like, okay, so you see I have characters that can like throw a rock, right? If the enemy that you engage with last, your characters will automatically lock onto them. So if you throw a rock, if you throw a stick, then those characters will auto-lock. You don't have to aim those. I think it would be fun to do a game using this framework that I built where you are actually heroes and you have all the magic. In my mind, I was imagining like, oh yeah, I'll build this as if it's for a big, like a full massive RPG, but then take out all of the magic, take out all the massive special equipment. And I thought an idea like that is so interesting and also funny. It looks awesome. Thanks. Okay. See this guy throwing that? That's a magic ball. Let me go ahead. Oh, no. Wait. Okay. Oh, dang. Hold on. You can turn the screen. Oh, I caught it. It added that to my inventory, but I'm blocking it, so I can't see. Grabbed it. So, yeah, this is designed for you to be able to grind for magic balls. And as you saw, I upgraded my pebble and I made it stronger. And that's how you... Grab it. The hitbox on the catching net is massive, by the way. I put in hours and hours into fine-tuning that, and I know that it can be difficult to get the timing right. So you don't have to be super precise with the catching net. It's massive, the hitbox on that. So your other characters can get hit by the magic ball pretty easily, and so it's easier to do this with only one character in the party. So how many magic balls do I have? I got 63 now. So, you know, and you're just allowed to grind like this as long as you want. So anyway, I'll just kill him. I'll go to the combat. I'll go to the battle stadium now. Music is good. Thank you. JRS Music Productions. It takes balls and conviction to make such leaps between content styles in a single style, let alone break out into full song. Seems like a genuine love of craft first and foremost. Love that. Hey, I appreciate that. You know, my priority with YouTube is to bring people something positive for their day. And that's what I care about. And I know that the algorithm generally punishes you for doing different things like that. But for me, I don't like getting a lot of views and subscribers isn't my goal. My goal is to bring people something positive, and I think if I think of something fun, I'm gonna do it on the YouTube. So you'll want to go into these. These are shrines of great power. There's story and lore in all of these, and there's secrets. There's a bunch of hidden stuff. There's really secret stuff in these, but they contain items that'll permanently boost your defense. So, oh God, do I have anyone that can see? That's fire, and I don't have anyone. There's some characters that have wash water, and you can use wash water to get rid of fire, but I don't have anyone with wash water, so that is a shame. I think there's splash drink. Splash drink will also put the fire out, so you have to come back with different characters. How long did this game take? Roughly, I'm super interested. Less than pi. Hey, how's it going? I spent about a year and a half to 2 years on the framework itself. So programming, the framework is what governs all the logic for this game. That took about a year and a half to 2 years, and then the game itself took about 6 months, I think. There we go. Because once you do the framework, you know, you build the content once you have the framework done. Damon Dog, cool. There are multiple ways to get rid of that obstacle. For me, it's I want people to have freedom to how they approach the game to some extent, you know. Whether it comes to the puzzles or the combat, I always put in multiple ways to deal with that. Because I think it makes the game more fun if the player feels like the reason why they moved forward is because of a decision that they made. So you see how I hit that blue guy? If I use my rock throw, you see it locked onto him. So the last enemy that you engage with is the one that you'll auto-lock. See, they're auto-locking, so your projectiles will always auto-lock. But I think I messed up with some of these melee moves. I actually wanted these to auto-lock, so I'm gonna fix it in the update. I think they don't auto-aim for and that, like, the wood chop is absurdly strong. You know, those are the moves where it's like, if you want a melee character, put them in the front. Wood chop does insane damage. Okay, Shrine of Great Power. Hold on, I'm missing. Yeah, if you guys want a copy of the game, just let me know. It's available on Steam and Switch. I can give you a copy. And if you want a copy for Switch, let me know the region. Jason says, I don't really have any serious complaints, but I would love to have just a color difference between friendly and enemy damage numbers. There's so many characters on screen, it's hard. Oh, you know what? You're right. You know what? I had thought about that. That is something I considered, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm considering it because I do know what you mean. Is it can be hard to tell if you're taking damage or the enemy's taking damage with all the numbers. That's something I thought about, and I might add that in the options menu. You know, combat is deceptively hard to get satisfying. You're right. Oh, it's so. There's a very thin line that you walk between sloppy and satisfying. You know, there's. I call it organized chaos, beautiful chaos. There has to be some degree of beautiful chaos, right? Let me get my summons out because now I'm sort of just talking. And I'm going to get killed by that guy if I'm not careful. So I'm going to call my summons out to help me. I'm going to pray. If for anyone, so we beat... Oh, no, they grabbed my sailor. You see, some enemies can grab, and that'll jack you up. Like, it's so tough. So there's a couple of ways to stop enemies from grabbing you. There's, I think Oil Splash is one of the skills that permanently disables an enemy from grabbing. Or you can use a ribbon weapon. If you hit an enemy with a ribbon weapon, I think there's 6 seconds where they can't grab. So my delivery man has that ribbon ball. If I have him hit with the ribbon ball, that prevents the enemy from grabbing. And then there's tutorial books in town that will explain all of that stuff to you. But it's the kind of thing where I didn't want to just do an elemental system, because we've seen that so many times before, and we associate that with a typical RPG. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, right? But I wanted this game to feel different because you're not playing as the heroes in this game. And I wanted to give people a different experience. So instead of like a paper, scissors, rocks elemental system, this is what I thought up. You know, there's certain weapons where enemies can use very powerful attacks, but you can stop them from using attacks with a certain weapon. And so that was my idea of sort of a paper, scissors, rock system. And to me, it's interesting because you have to be careful about your team, and you actually have to think about the enemies, because the enemies are so strong Like this guy can do a pretty big, he'll do a big move here. I'll let him do it. That, you see how that did massive damage to my whole team? So that is a special attack. If I use Shout, that'll startle him. That gives me 4 seconds where he's not gonna use his special attack. But what do I have? If we have Prey, you see Prey deals intense damage to ghosts. It briefly prevents the use of projectiles and special attacks. So if I Prey, he won't be able to use his special attack for a little while. And there's other ways to stop him from... Oh, I do have Oil Splash. That'll stop enemies from grabbing as well. So there's different ways to deal with enemies. And it's all because I approach this idea of what if you weren't playing as the heroes? You know, if you were just playing as the heroes, you'd probably end up in a situation where you think, well, you know, heroes have elements, so you have fire, ice, lightning. And I thought, no heroes, no standard RPG stuff, and it really pushed me to come up with different ideas. And I think something like that, it's really satisfying to see something like this, to think it up, and then to see it functioning, and then to have it to where people are playing it and saying that it's fun is really satisfying. Because if you come up with ideas that are too cluttered, it's not going to be fun for people. If it's too confusing, people say like, I just don't get it, man. What is going on here? So for people to tell me that they're enjoying it, it's like a huge sigh of relief for me, because I understand that these kinds of concepts are not, like, we're not already familiar with this idea, so it can get kind of confusing. Okay, let me heal up. I'm on Steam. How do I qualify for the giveaway? Oh, all you have to do is just wait a second and I'll get you a copy of the game here. And if I miss your comment, just let me know. Okay. Okay, there we go. If I miss your comment, just post it again. I haven't seen much of the game, but each character has 2 unique abilities. Correct. Yes. 100%. Just 2 unique abilities. And the reason why I chose 2 was again, like I put in like 200 hours of testing, is because I didn't want one single character to feel too useful, right? And if you had a third, like I tested it with a third ability, and if a character had a third ability, then they ended up being too useful and too powerful. So I had to limit it to 2. So instead of relying on just one character, you have to rely on your entire team. And that is the very specific reason why they only have 2 abilities, is now there's no character that can do everything. There's no character that can do, you know, like a ton of stuff. You have to rely on your team. And I think something like that is fun. And it's satisfying to have a team where it feels like everyone's contributing. You know what I mean? For some reason, it reminds me of switching between all the characters in older LEGO games. Oh yeah, I like those. I really enjoy those. I've beaten the game, so there's a couple extra characters here. There is this is kind of a secret, because by the time you leave town, you would already have 8 characters, but you can actually recruit the receptionist as well. And the receptionist, I purposely made the receptionist pretty good. So you would have to go back to town and then clear out. So I am, in an update, I'm adding it to where you can remove 1 character at a time. Right now you have to empty out the whole party. That's in the current version of the game that's out, but people requested being able to remove character at a time. So I've done the programming on that. I'm doing all the testing. I'm finishing up a couple more things. So you can, in the next version of the game, you will be able to remove just 1 character at a time. This is the green sleeves. If you have a character with a healing ability, I strongly recommend going for the green sleeves, because it increases their healing abilities. Hey Sungrand, Yoshi's Island DS also had different baby characters. Oh yeah, that's right. There was baby. They eventually had baby Wario. There's baby Waluigi, right? Optical Flames. Hey, I liked your killing game physical media song in your other video. Hey, thanks for enjoying that. Appreciate that. I think you should send your song to Sony. I have very little respect for Sony PlayStation, because they treat people like cattle. They don't view people as customers. And they've been like this for a long time, and they just view people as a revenue source. They don't view us as people, and it's really frustrating. Reppingers, moving the whole party as one is cool. Love things slowing down to make choices. Might have to put down some notes for myself. It gives you a chance to think, you know? Because I wanted turn-based RPGs are my favorite game of all time, turn-based RPGs. And I wanted this to have that kind of appeal. And what is appealing about turn-based RPGs is you have time to think. You have to make a decision based on the situation. And so this is the way that I was able to execute that idea. Yeah, so let's go into a battle coliseum. These characters only show up after you beat the final boss. This guy's really good, the Goo Man. I don't have space in my party, but the Goo Man is so good. So I strongly recommend after you beat the final boss, grab the Goo Man, add him to your party. He's really good. Killed 8 villagers fighting off a bunch of green tentacle creatures. Great experience so far. Oh yeah, those green things will jack you up. Yeah. So yeah, I strongly recommend when you just leave town, go to the right. Just to the right of town, there's a little field to level up. You can level up really quickly there. May I make a video showing off game? Absolutely. It's a free country. You can do whatever you want. No, Baby Wario, DK, Peach, and Baby Bowser. Yeah. Okay. Why am I thinking of Baby Waluigi? Was there ever? No, it was a different one that had Baby Waluigi, right? Jason, love the humor, especially when you get explanation how to traverse obstacles like press B to jump, but you aren't the hero of Destiny, so you can't jump. You have to figure out alternative ways. That was the first gag that I thought of. There's a spot that says press B to jump, and the characters say, "What is a B? What's a B button?" I like the snow level. Baby Waluigi was in Mario Tennis Fever, I think. My brain is compressing memories together. That's right. And they put the babies in the cart games as well. Hey, Pyro, how's it going? Awesome, I got it. It's only 90 megabytes. Great for me. I'm low on space. It's super important for me to optimize storage space because I'm constantly out of space. So for me, I try to keep my file sizes as low as possible. The B button is what you hit to sound the bee alarm. When there's too many bees, you got to let people know. Do you think indie games style reflect their creators? I think that's such an interesting question, and I think it applies to art. Is this with 3D or pixels? It's fully 3D. I call this LD 3D. So this is 3D, and it lowers the resolution with a full screen shader or a full screen effect, a post screen shader. So this is where you test your parties after you defeat the final boss. You know, the final boss has fixed stats. The Battle Coliseum is where it's at. You can spend hours and hours playing Battle Coliseum because now you optimize your team for you have to make the most optimal team now. And every battle, you saw there's a number of arenas and they all do different enemies, you know. Did you see me 64 that guy? I 64'd him. That's a lot of damage. Okay. So this is where you hyper-optimize, and this is where it feels so satisfying when you know exactly what your team can do, and you're just like throwing abilities out, and you're like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. You know, and I'm not fully paying attention to the battle because I'm chatting with you guys, but I'm not Johnsing, you know. I'm not making excuses. I'm just so I'm trying to answer. Sorry, I'm trying to answer the question. Do you think indie game indie game style reflect their creators? So I mentioned something the other day when I was doing one of my Deltarune episodes. I've lost my priest. He's gone. Okay. Make me want to shout. Oh no. Okay. So the other day I mentioned that a weak writer writes about their own experiences, right? A weak writer writes about themselves, but a strong writer writes about people they haven't met yet. And that is true when it comes to any form of art. Is if you can only create stuff on autopilot, if you can only create stuff in your style, then you are not a strong artist and you are not a strong creator. If a game developer can only create games in one particular style because that is what they know, that is the same thing as a weak writer writes about themselves, but a strong writer writes about people that they haven't met yet. And being able to create art, being able to create games in a wide range of styles, is the sign of a very strong artist who has strong awareness of their craft, strong understanding of what it takes to create something in their craft. Whereas if someone keeps creating the same kind of game over and over and over again because that's the only thing they know, it's a waste, because it means that person is not putting in the effort to grow. And we should always make an effort to grow, to increase our understanding, to be able to do more, to understand the world and other people more. We should always strive to do that. So it's disappointing for me to see developers, and you're asking specifically about indie developers. It's disappointing to see developers that keep creating the same thing over and over again, because it means they aren't making an effort to grow. But when I see developers that are versatile, that can do different kinds of things, those are the developers that I really, really respect, because it means that they're making an effort. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. And by the way, did you hear about the new Spyro game that's coming out next year? Oh yeah, it's developed by Toys for Bob. Toys for Bob, they're the developers, the Western developers I have the absolute most respect for. I'm not even making that up. I'm reaching over to my shelf over here. I got Prison Break. This is a series 3. He's got the red crystals. So I'm not even, like, ooh, I'm pretending to like Toys for Bob. No, I'm a massive Toys for Bob supporter. I like their work. Massive Skylanders fan. I got my shelves here. It's full of Skylanders. Let me see if I can catch up with the chat. Just makes me more excited for you to see more of the story of Deltarune. I'm really, really enjoying Deltarune. It's so well made. Okay, let me see. Okay, so I said mention fire gems, right? So if you guys want to grind out fire gems, you're going to want to go to the volcano. I have the Beastkeeper in the front because he has the catching net. Okay, so I got my catching net there. So what I'm going to do, I'm not even going to do like a serious fight for the most part. I mean, I'm going to, fight because I got to keep the enemy numbers low. But there's enemies that'll throw out a fire projectile that stays on the ground, and you can use the catching net. There we go, that. See that? Catch it. I got fire gems added to my inventory, okay? I'll get my summons out as well. Okay. Shout. Go and chuck that out. Grab one of those. Pray. Get him, duck. Get him. Get him, duck. Yeah. Jack him up. Jack him up, duck. Okay, that guy. Okay. I need that. See, I don't even care about taking tons of damage because I'm not here for the score. I'm here to grind out fire gems. All right. Okay. Grab it. Ah, someone got hit by the fire gem. I'm not paying attention to the chat right now because I'm genuinely trying to grind right now. I'll get my fire gems. Ah, there's one. I want that. Nobody touch that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not paying attention to you right now. Okay. I will pay attention to you after I finish this run. I'm just trying to grab these fire gems. You guys know what's up. You get it, right? I'm not even paying attention to the enemies. Okay. Oh, you know what? This positioning, no, the other one despawned. Dang. I'm gonna get super killed here in just a second. I'm just here for the gems, man. I'm here for the fire gems. There's a bunch right there. Yeah, give me them gems. Yep, I'm gonna be down soon. Okay. What I'll do is I'll save and then I'll turn on HD mode. Okay. I played Optical Flames. I played the Star Fox remake. I like the game so far. What are your thoughts on Sungrand? I did a video on it the other day, and I really like what they've done. It's very faithful, and I like that part about it. I think the bosses are a little too easy. And when I say they're a little too easy, I think they're way too easy in normal mode. They made me feel like I was an idiot. Like, hey, dummy, do you have a hard time with bosses? Well, here, we'll have bosses that don't even shoot at you. So the only boss that I had difficulty with was the True Andross fight, and every other fight was too easy, and it made me feel stupid. Like, why did you dumb this down so much? But everything else I thought was so fantastic. Optical Flames, I know I'm asking too much a question, but do you think nowadays game developers are making the game too easy for casual players and making sure competitive players are at a disadvantage? Oh, Optical Flames, yeah, well, that's very on topic. I think so. I think games are getting a little too easy because I don't think they're doing it for casual gamers. I think they're doing it for IGN because people don't want IGN going, this is a bad game. I can't even do the tutorial. And it's like, okay, all right. Jason says, yeah, Star Fox Remake looks fantastic. Many people forgot it was made for a graphically enhanced 3DS version too. I forgot that was a full remake. I thought it was a port, but the 3DS version is a full remake. So, I should probably see if I can find a copy and then replay it. It's cool seeing one of your games. This is the one that I'm so excited about because there are so many fun ideas in here. Primarily the summons, the projectiles, and the hoops. So I think an insight into my mind into the kind of games that I really like. Um, I think all of that is present here. So, for example, like the lingering projectile is something that I've always wanted in games, and there's a bunch of characters. This is called the hoop, and there's a bunch of different characters that have the hoop, and so you can just like you can zone enemies out so hard by having multiple hoop users. But I just like that idea of a lingering projectile. Now the hoop is very weak, but the hoop has a special effect where it slows down the enemy movement, so it actually makes it easier for you to deal with enemies with your melee characters if you have hoop party members supporting you. So we saved. What I'll do is, how do I? There we go. I'll go to the extras, and I will turn on the high res mode. And if you don't want to lose your characters to permadeath, go to the options. You can turn permadeath off. Hey, Kayla, what's up? Yeah. I'm just trying to. I can't see my score because it's blocking the screen. First time I've caught a live stream. Hey, how's it going? So I'm sorry if this has been answered before, but would this play well on Steam Deck? I don't get much time on my laptop. 100%. I developed this specifically for the Steam Deck. I got a Steam Deck just because people told me they wanted to play it on the Steam Deck. So I got a Steam Deck and I did all the testing and optimizing. So this plays perfectly on the Steam Deck 100%. Mr. How did you get so smart? Did you go to school of video game making knowledge or something? So here's the thing. I'm not that smart. I've met a lot of people in my time. I sound like an old person. I don't sit at home. I meet a lot of people. I like doing things. I meet a lot of people, and I'm smart enough to know that I'm not that smart. My level of intelligence is very middle of the road. In terms of talent, my talent is actually quite low. So there's a big difference between talent and skill, and I don't think a lot of people know the difference between talent and skill. Talent is something that you're born with. It's a natural proclivity, right? It's your natural ability to be able to understand and do something. Skill is something that you develop, and your ability is your talent plus your skill. So talent plus skill equals ability. You don't need talent in order to develop skill. What you need is effort and time and work. So I'm not that talented. I'm not that intelligent. I'm in the middle of the road with all of those things. I've met a lot of people. I can see that I'm not towards the top, right? But that's not going to stop me. What I want to do is I want to make art. I want to make games. And I know that I'm not that smart. I'm not that talented. So that means that I just have to put in more effort, right? There are people that are smarter than me, that are more talented than me. They'll be able to do things way easier. They won't have to put in that much effort. That doesn't matter because those people are not me. Those are different people, right? So it doesn't matter. They can do their lives. I'm going to do mine. It just means I've got to put in a ton of effort, a ton of time, but I can still develop my skill. And for other people out there that want to be able to make games, if you want to do it, then do it. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the time. If you're not talented at something, it doesn't matter because you can still put in the time and the effort to develop your skill. And a lot of times people who have low talent but high skill generally do way better than people who are born with high natural talent, because people with high natural talent generally are pretty complacent. They don't put in, and this is from what I've seen, people with high talent don't put in the effort to develop their skill because they can see that they're kind of naturally better at doing something. So it's like, oh, I don't have to learn about it. I'm already pretty good at it. I don't have to put an effort to improve. So those people start pretty good. They start at an advantage, but they don't develop their abilities. And then people who put in the effort become way, way better at doing something, whether that's music or sport or art. So yeah, I hope that makes sense to you. So yeah, to answer your question, I'm not that smart, and what I'm able to do just because I put in the effort and the work. When it comes to game development, I'm self-taught. When it comes to programming, I did have formal education here in Australia for software development. I have a diploma in software development, and it's so helpful. The concepts that I learned in my software development education, I use to this day. It's if you want to do game development on the programming side, because there's so many things to do in game development, you might not want to do the programming side. Then you don't need to take a programming course. But if you want to do the actual developing, I strongly recommend it, because it's not just about typing out the code. There are many philosophies that you have to learn when it comes to programming that are going to be so helpful to you. Uh-oh, that guy's going to jack me up. I'm about to lose my sailor. Hold on. What can I... come on. Pray, 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 pray. Pray for victory. Oh, God, my summons. Heal while I can. I wasn't even paying attention to the battle. I was just kind of talking with you guys. How does the giveaway work? Pretty good talk. Yeah, thanks for joining me for the talk. If you would like a copy, just let me know if you want a copy of the game for Steam or Switch. And if it's for Switch, let me know the region, if it's North America, Europe, or Australia. Reaping, I feel called out. I wish I wasn't so lazy and unmotivated. It's tough. Staying motivated, you've got to generate. Here's how I view it, right? I've met a lot of people. There are people, we need power, right? We need energy. And in this situation, when I say power, I'm talking about energy, that you take that and you convert it into energy so you can do work, right? There are people in this world that require their power to come from somewhere external. So those are people that are powered externally, whether that is people constantly praising them or saying, "Oh, keep going, you're doing a good job," whether that comes from their peers or a father figure or a teacher figure. Some people need power to come externally, and other people are able to generate their own power internally. So think about that. Are you someone that needs your power generated externally, or can you generate your own power internally? You can develop your ability to generate your own power internally. It takes effort, but you can develop that, and you can keep yourself motivated, keep your energy high. If you have a tough time doing that, you're going to have to find out how to get your power externally. And whether that means being around other people who are positive, like-minded individuals, if you're around people who inspire you, then keep that in mind. We all work differently. Our brains are all different. We all have different life experiences. So it's important, if you want to maximize your save file for life, is you got to open your stats screen. This is a pro hack here, or a pro tip. Most people don't open their stat screens in life, and I'm talking about life. Open your stat screen, look at your stat spread, and look at the traits that you have. A lot of people don't know that if you press R1 on your stat screen, there's a traits page. Most people don't look at their traits. Look at your traits, figure out what your strengths and weaknesses are, and work on that. Optimize your strengths, Demon Dog, I'm only good at fishing. Why I want to make a fishing game? I say go for it. If it's something that you're passionate about, absolutely, use that to inspire your work. And if you are passionate about fishing, you'll be able to make a way better fishing game than someone who doesn't know fishing and someone who doesn't care about it, I'm just going to do a quick sweep, see if there's any items that I haven't picked up. Y'all know what I'm about. Treasure. Y'all know I'm about treasure. I think I picked it up. There's items all over the place. There's items that permanently boost your stats. I heard from an anime that hard work will always surpass talent when talent doesn't work hard. I think that's kind of like a Naruto message, isn't it? I'm a big Naruto fan, yeah. Okay, so this guy can grab. So what I want to do... Oh, he grabbed me straight away. You can button mash to get out of that. What I'm going to do is oil splash him. He's oil splashed, right? Oh, no, he grabbed before the oil splash. I'll shout. Let's see. I gotta get my carpenter in there. There we go. Heal, pray him, get my summons out, get my hurry up. Yeah, take that. Feel good, feel good. You have inspired me to start scripting my game that I've been planning out for many years, and I'm very grateful. Go for it. I'm very person. So, what kind of game? If you're doing a visual novel or something like that, look into RenPy. Um, there are so many game engines out there, and I want to do more episodes on the channel to help people find game engines so they could start their game development journey. Because there are so many game engines out there where you don't need to learn programming first. Programming is a different skill from being able to conceptualize your game, thinking it up, conceptualization, and then being able to take that and convert it into a functioning product that exists. That is transcription. You're transcribing your idea and you're turning it into something that's real. So there's the conceptualization is one skill, and there's transcription, and that's another skill, and then programming, coding is a totally different skill. Something they don't teach you in courses and in the education system. They don't identify that those are all three different things. They just lump them in together, and they don't tell people you have to focus on developing those three different things separately. If you try and do all three at the same time, you're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to get frustrated and you won't be able to make anything. Pyro, I'm not that smart, and then you go on to make a super smart philosophical rant. I'm not that smart. I just like people. I like being around people. I like meeting people and befriending people. And you learn about the world. You learn about the people in it. And I would say it looks like I'm smart. I'm not really that smart. What you're actually seeing is I understand people because I like people and I want to be around people. I want to talk to people. I want to know what their life has been like. And I want to be friends with people. And so that's why it looks like I'm smart. But I'm not actually smart. It's just that I like people, and that's what it is. What do you think about M. Dickey? I'm not sure what that is. Far too few good fishing games these days. Do it. Make a fishing game and share it with us. There's a nice day for fishing. I bought it and I haven't opened it up. From Viva La Dirt League. That's one of my favorite YouTube channels. They did a fishing game. I haven't played it yet. That one looks fun. There's Cast and Chill. I've been meaning to get that one. But it's weird. I do like a fishing game. And I think I like a fishing game because of Breath of Fire. I'm a massive Breath of Fire fan. And I think I like fishing games because of that, because there's a little mini game. Just started playing the game and I'm enjoying it. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it. About how long is it? The game, if you're not familiar with it, and it actually depends on your approach, like how you're playing it determines how long it takes to beat it. I think it took me about 7 hours. When I was doing this on live stream, I think I beat it in about 7 hours. It really depends on your team, like what characters you have, what weapons and skills they have, and how you use those. Because this game is absolutely designed for you have to use your skills to cheese the enemies, because they're going to destroy you. I'll go into the final dungeon here and I'll show you what it's like, because these enemies are meant to be easy, right? But the final dungeon, you're going to get wrecked. And of course, I need to reinforce the idea that these are not heroes. These are NPCs. They're not strong. So you have to cheese the final boss. You have to, because there's no way to beat them. And you do that by opening up the menu, and you have this slow motion time, and you just use these abilities as best you can. I really don't know what I want to do in life. Optical flames, that's so common. You shouldn't feel like you're singled out or that you're different. The vast majority of people have a tough time figuring out, not just long-term, but short-term, like what are you supposed to do in life? And my advice to you on that is don't worry. The only thing that you need to focus on is living your life and having good experiences. Spend time with people that you like, with people who like you. Spend time doing things that you enjoy, and everything else will fall into place on its own. Don't stress about worrying about what should I do in life. You're going to find that out. You'll find that out in due season. It'll happen naturally. Don't stress about it. Just focus on enjoying the time that you have. Spend time with people that you like. Okay, so these guys are pretty tough. So you can use these buildables to zone enemies out. You see how you can use them defensively, like they can't walk around it? That gives you a chance to throw out your projectiles. It gives you a chance to heal. The refresh rate on the buildables is quite low, so you can build a defensive barrier very quickly. So this is what I mean when I say, like, it depends on how you play the game, because if you have just the right combination of skills, you can get through it pretty quickly because you have an advantage. But if you don't have a good party makeup, if it's not well balanced, you're going to get like a tough time. See how I've walled him out with my boxes there? Now I'm just going to use my projectiles. Throw a rock at him. I 35'd him. I'll throw a stick. 25'd him. Get my summons out. You see what I mean? If I didn't have a builder, it would be much tougher. And now I'm remembering how I was able to finish the boss with this party. Was I was relying on the builder. So I was zoning the boss out, and I was using my summons. I remember that now. Nice Day for Fishing is good. Cast and Chill is good. My favorite will always be Legend of River King. Oh, those games were so good. If you did Demon Dog, if you did like a 2D style game like that, so one, it would be much more feasible for you. If you're just starting out, pick a visual style for your game that's simpler, because it means that it's within your ability to create that game now. So I would say if you made a game that looked like, you know, River King, but it brought in your new ideas, the things that you like about fishing that you want to see in a game, think about what you want in a game and then put it in there. I would really like to see that. I would absolutely play that 100%. My replies are so behind. Sorry guys, I'm not. Sorry if I'm falling behind the chat. I was trying to not get killed. A copy for Switch would be fantastic. Thank you. Regis North America. Cool. Let me get a copy of the game for you. And if I miss your request, just let me know. I'm not ignoring you. It's just easy for me to miss a comment in the chat. Okay, I hope you enjoy. Have fun with the game. Hey, Sungrand, have you ever heard of played a PS1 game called Tiny Tank? I'm not sure. No, it's not coming to mind. But I did have a concussion, I don't know, about 10 or 12 years ago. And I did it actually, it sort of reset my memory bank, so I did lose some memories. I'm not trying to sound like cool, dark, and edgy, like, I woke up with amnesia. Who am I? Why do I have a gun? Where did I come from? You know, I'm not trying to be like Logan from X-Men. No, but I did sustain a concussion, and then I did lose some memory. so maybe I have heard of Tiny Tank and I don't remember it. I'm not trying to sound, you know, cool and edgy. Dab dude, Godot is a wonderful starter engine in my experience. I would like to look into Godot and help make a recommendation on that, so I will look into Godot soon. My sister does coding and wants to make games with me since I'm better at art. Hard to get past my feelings on my own drawings. Never feels good enough. Hey, that could really work out. If she can do coding and you can do art, you've got a team there. That's awesome. That could really work. Can I get Vang's art? Yeah, I'll get a copy of that for you, Vang's art. Vang's art. There we go. There's a copy of the game. I hope you enjoy. How many books you've read or how many places you've traveled with is how many lives you've lived. Ooh, that's interesting. You seem like a person who has traveled a lot. I haven't traveled a lot. I just spend my time... I try to spend my time around people. And that's partly why I don't use... social media. Social media tricks you into thinking that you're spending time with people, but you're not. You're isolating yourself basically, and you're basically gaslighting yourself with like a false reality. I'm not trying to sound like this hippie. No, man, social media is poison for your soul. Man, and if you can only consume so much poison before it like changes you, man. So it's like Twitter is poison that gets into your soul, and it's like our souls are yellow, man. It's like the color of the sun, and like when you use Twitter, it like puts black in your soul, and your like soul becomes black, man. And it's like no matter how much more yellow you put back into it, it's like once your soul is black, it'll never go back. You know, and if I were some kind of like a hippie dippy sun worshipping guy, that's probably what I would say. You know, so I'm not trying to say that, but from my experience, your social media tricks you into thinking that you're spending time with people, but you're not. Optical Limbs. Did you know that the new Spyro game is using Unreal Engine 5? I didn't know that, but whatever Toys for Bob does, I trust them. They're one of the few developers where it's like, I trust them. Whatever they do, man, I'm such a big Toys for Bob supporter. They are such strong developers. I zoned out to redeem my code and came back to this yellow soul. Yellow soul, man. I just want to go to the beach and get on my surfboard, but it's like, bro, you don't even need to get on the waves to ride the surfboard if you think about it. If you really think about it, the whole earth is a wave, man. And so I like to just put my surfboard on the sand and I lie down, and it's like, you gotta let your soul be yellow, man. And it's like, I don't even have to deal with the waves on the water, 'cause the earth is a wave, man. Anyway, if I was a stoner hippie, I think that's what it would be. Hippie. Oh, it's also why so many people use social media or like watching a video when they are eating. For millions of years, humans have been eating together and socializing, and it has become a primal instinct. Oh, that's a fascinating point. That is such a fascinating point. Oh, I think you're absolutely onto something. Social media is literally faking socializing. Absolutely, yeah. So there's a concept called social capital, and it's like having social currency, right? So say for example, your grandpa needs help with his computer because let's say your grandpa calls you and he says, the computer doesn't work. I downloaded Google last night and my computer stopped working. What does that mean? What does it even mean when your grandpa downloaded Google? So he says, can you come over and fix my computer? I downloaded Google and now my computer's not working. And so you go to your grandpa's house. It's a 20-minute drive. You fix his computer, oh, thanks. He's really appreciative. You now have social capital, right? You have earned social currency, and that currency is only redeemable with your grandpa, but it doesn't matter that it's only redeemable with grandpa. You still have social currency and you feel it. It's built into you. That's part of our mentality. That's how we work. And you can redeem that social currency. It gives you a sense of value, like you've done something to bring value to other people. So now you go home, the next week your kitchen sink, all of a sudden it bursts, right? There's water flowing everywhere. And instead of going to calling a plumber, you call your grandpa and you say, Grandpa, my sink, oh man, my sink's, the pipes burst. You have social capital now, and your grandpa owes you one, basically. And your grandpa will say, yeah, sure, okay. I'll come over, fix your sink. You've used that social capital, right? That's what social capital is. Social media tricks you into thinking that you have social capital. And it is so important that we have social capital because that is how cultures work. That's how societies work. That's why we all work together, is it allows us to feel a sense of trust and respect for each other. And that owing somebody something is like, okay, yeah, I done something to help them, but now they owe me. That's how our culture and our society works. And social media is stripping that away. And it's so dangerous to take social currency, your capital, out of the equation. To make people think that they have social capital when they don't actually have any is so dangerous. Oh, I want to know what happened to Breath of Thunder. Vangzart, I want to work on Breath of Thunder, but it would take so much time. So I have to develop smaller games because my games are how I pay my bills. And having a company registered, there are so many fees. There's so many business fees. It's so frustrating. So if I were to work only on Breath of Thunder, that would be like a year where I'm not working on any other games, and it's a year where I'm not really earning money from shipping new titles. So I won't be able to work on Breath of Thunder until I get more small games launched, and if I have a bunch of smaller games launched, and if they're bringing in revenue, if I have enough games out to where it can basically pay for a year of development, then I'll finally be able to finish Breath of Thunder. But with Breath of Thunder, the framework for it is complete. All of the programming for Breath of Thunder is complete. All of the character graphics are complete, but I still need to make the whole game. And that's going to take about a year. So unfortunately, I really want to make Breath of Thunder, but it's going to have to wait until I get more of my smaller games done. Talking about Spyro, Toys for Bob is phenomenal. Spyro has been my favorite since I was young, and now I get to share the Reignited trilogy with my daughter. Nice, that's awesome. I trust Toys for Bob. I trust him. It's my show, Gabe. Hey, how's it going? Love you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Hey, appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. The Earth is a wave. That sounds like a Terrence Howard and his 1 × 1 = 2 wave conjunction. Social media is decent for getting worse out of your projects, but don't waste time on it. I set a self-imposed limit of logging in to show updates. Oh yeah, it's absolutely like there's still a place for social media when it comes to you're still reaching an audience and reaching new people, but you know, it's the kind of thing where we have to handle these things carefully, because there's a positive and a negative to any kind of use of technology like that. So there are positives and there are negatives, and self-control is also important. So when you are knocked out, it clears everybody out of your party. I don't want that. No, I'm not going to be a wimp. I'm just going to build a new party. How about that? I'm not going to be a wimp. Getting the word out. Tap autocorrect. Yeah, getting the word out. I gotcha. Okay. It's worrying that Gen Z have no concept of that. It's not for younger people. It's not really their fault, because our world right now is dominated by technology and the rich people that control the technology. The best thing we can do is just to be patient and tolerant and understanding of other people, and to try and share our values with other people. It's the best thing we can do, and it's really the only thing we can do to help. I'm going to have different characters, all new party. Clean slate. We're going with an all new party. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Let's grab 10-10. Let's do a ranged party. How about that? We're going all range mode. I'll switch the soundtrack to something that's like more chill. The music we're listening to is from my other games. Primarily, we're listening to like Silver Falls stuff. Ooh, so if you guys want some vibes, there's 2 of my Silver Falls games that you can play for free, easily. I'll put my. I don't know if my check the description of this and see if my itch.io page is linked. If it's linked, I'll put the link in the description as well. Let me just look it up real quick. If you haven't played my Silver Falls games, and you just want some fun, chill vibes, a lot of people told me they found out about Silver Falls through Galaxy Bound Curse, which is my Game Boy Color game. So check this, play that if you're looking for some vibes. This is an action adventure like The Legend of Zelda, but it's in the Silver Falls series. Let's see, Galaxy Way. Hey, Sungrand, I really appreciate you sharing knowledge with us. So glad I found your channel. I'm looking forward to trying out the game. Hey, an Australian copy, awesome. I've got tons of Australian copies. Thanks for coming to hang out with me here. Okay. Galaxy Way. There we go. This is for Australia. I have not been counting down the giveaways. You know what? I'm not stressed. I'm pretty chill, man. I think we got 2 copies left anyway. So yeah, I don't think I've played Galaxy Bound Curse on the channel, but I think it would be fun. I am working on a Galaxy Bound Curse remake, and that's going to be on the Switch. So I'm going to recruit this character. Oop, I said no. That's what you get for button mashing. Okay, there we go. So this character I really like. She's all range. So she has this discus, and she has pebble. She can throw a pot. There we go. And she has a beast net. There we go. How painful, you guys in the chat, does anyone here does anyone here understand the pain of talking to Nurse Joy and then mashing the A button and then accidentally talking to her again after she healed the Pokemon? Like that, there's something about that feels so frustrating. I'm trying to find the link. I'm just trying to find the link here. I have to open FileZilla really quick and get the link. So with my Silver Falls series, there's a couple on Switch, but more of them are on the 3DS and the Wii U. But it's a story that takes place across multiple decades. So the games are all in different genres, different art styles, different musical styles. And the characters in my Silver Falls series crossed over from one series into another. I built a system in Silver Falls called Code Linker, where characters, you link up your games together. It doesn't matter what platform they're on. Like the Game Boy game can connect to the 3DS, can connect to other games. The Game Boy game connect to the Switch game. And characters can cross over from one game into another. And because the stories take place in different decades, you get to spend time with characters through different points of their lives. And I think something like that is just really interesting. Okay, I'll put a link here. So in the comment section I posted that's the link to Silver Falls Galaxy Bound Curse. So that's kind of like an action RPG. It's kind of like Legend of Zelda. And then there's this one, and people keep telling me that this game it's like super underrated because it looks like an Atari game. But if you want some absolute vibes, what I just posted in the comment section is Silver Falls Undertakers. You can play that in your web browser. So it's only the story mode. The full version of Undertakers has a battle mode as well that's pretty big. But this one, feel free to play this one. It's in your web browser, and this is an old adventure game. But it's all about the story and the lore and the characters, and you get to spend time. So in Silver Falls Undertakers, the game takes place in the 70s, and you play as a character who's just a kid, right? And you end up seeing this kid. I think he's like 14 in Undertakers, what I just posted the link there. But in the later games, you see him, and he's like this grizzled, massive old lumberjack, and he's just quiet, and he keeps to himself. And I created the Silver Falls series because I wanted it to feel like you're checking in with these people. Like these people are your friends, and you're checking in with them every few years to see what's going on with their lives. So you can play Undertakers for free in your web browser. Yeah, and you can also play, and the link I posted before that on itch.io, you can download Silver Falls Galaxy Bound Curse. That one's also totally free. You use a Game Boy Color emulator, and people tell me that they really, really like that one. Okay. Yeah, you mash the button. You should, when you're talking to Nurse Joy, you should know better than to mash the A button. Don't do it. Don't do it. But I don't know. There's something wrong with my brain where I have to mash button for dialogue. We might take the astrologist. Okay. Is there no meaning left to my life? What point is there to watch the stars now? Eventually, the monsters will overrun this town too. Okay. Join my party, man. Join my party. There's a guy way up here that's actually easy to miss. This guy has a pitchfork. That's a farmer. Okay. Oh, the music's kind of spooks. Oh, the manor. Yeah, the music that's playing now is one of my favorite pieces of music that I wrote. And the music now is from Silver Falls White Inside Its Umbra. This was the final Wii U game ever. And this piece of music is one of my favorite pieces I wrote because in my mind, I thought, ooh, okay, well, there's a portion of the game that takes place inside of a manor. And I thought, I Silver Falls is kind of the opposite of Resident Evil. You know, it does things so differently, but I love Resident Evil, right? And this is the one environment in Silver Falls where it's kind of like a scary mansion. So I wrote a piece of music where it's like, finally, I get to do a scary mansion composition. So this is it. It's my show, Gabe. I've been designing games for my Magic X Mini 028. Oh, nice. I have a Mini... I think I have the 028 as well. Lately, it's been really fun making something specifically for a smaller screen. You know, it's so interesting when you're designing for a smaller screen because you have to consider the user experience of a smaller screen, and you have to design the game to make sure that it's comfortable to look at. So this guy is easy to miss. This is the Alchemist, but I think he's pretty fun. Okay. So if we take a look at the Alchemist, he's got some fun abilities. He has Potion, but he throws a potion. It's not like a healing potion, but it can stop enemies from using special attacks. And he has this move, which is a sick area of effect. Check that out. It's the only area of effect skill in this game, so the Alchemist is pretty useful for that. Okay, I'm getting new characters now. These are characters I haven't used before. Bartender. The upside is you get to talk with Nurse Joyce more. Yeah, well, it's always the same thing. They always say the same thing. It's worse when you think a character's repeating dialogue and accidentally skip special dialogue. Oh, no. Yeah. I think that happened to me in Deltarune a couple episodes, didn't it? Where I thought the character was saying the same thing and I sped through it. I think that might have happened to me. Hi, Son from Brazil. Is there... Hi from Brazil, hello. And cool game that you're playing. Is it in Steam? Pedro... Hey, how's it going? Yes, this game is available on Steam. This is the hero of Destiny was killed by the final boss, but if you would like a copy, just let me know and I can give you a download code for it. Do you know that window washing is serious business? Serious business is window washing. It takes more skill than you realize. It's not just about washing windows. It's about working quickly and efficiently. I want to see the faces of smiling people in my windows. But with so many monsters wandering around, I cannot travel around anymore. I loved going to towns and villages and city around the world to do my work. Now that the hero of Destiny has been slain, I'll never be able to travel again. I'll just be grateful for the windows I have here in town. Ooh, that is sad. Anyway, get in my party. Get in my party. Get in there. Window washing. So the window... Oh. The window washer can put the fire out. Emergency Band-Aid. Oh, that's pretty good. 60 HP, but only to a nearby ally. Okay, I wanted the Geologist, because the Geologist has... The Geologist has a good rock-throwing move. Where's the Geologist? I think here. I didn't expect the link to function on mobile. That's nice. The trick is to hold the directional pad away from the counter. That way, when you finish mashing, you turn away before the inner. Oh. I make sure in my games to let people use the B button to advance dialogue because I know the pain of Joy Pain is what I call it. Nurse Joy Pain. You guys, I gotta leave right now, but this is peak live stream. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Pedro. It is you know, music tracks is my one worry with my current project, setting a file size limit, but I don't want to skimp with short tracks. Might have to downgrade the fidelity. With audio compression, you can compress your audio a fair amount before people notice that the quality has gotten significantly worse. So that is something that you can do to cut down on file size. The power of the earth, the land, the elements. It's so wonderful. Can't you feel the power of the land when you go outside? The stones, the mud, the water, the vines. I can feel it. So you can use geomancy magic. Maybe you can help us defeat the dark wizard Caesaroth. Huh? Oh, you must be mistaken. I'm not a geomancer, I'm a geologist. You must be thinking of geomancy, who can use the energy of the land to cast powerful magic. I'm not a geomancer, I'm a scientist.
I do not have access to any kind of magic.
This was one of the first gags that I thought of when I was conceiving of this game where you play as the NPCs. The geologist gag was basically the second thing I thought of. The first thing I thought of was a sign that says press B to jump, and then the characters say, what is a B button? This is the second thing I thought of. It was a joke that I really wanted to tell.
Do you want me to go with you?
Oh, okay. I've had her in my party before. She's level 5. This is good. So the reason why I like her so much, look at her. Yeah, she is Pebble times 3. So that's a pretty good. Okay, so I need zoners now. Okay. Who else has the hoops? The sailor had the hoops. I'm thinking. I want more hoop throwers. Oh, no. I need, I think the historian, because the historian has a wisdom hoop. I'm going to save now. I actually can't play it. I'm without GPU. Bye for now. Okay, take care. We'll see you next time, Pedro. I choose to believe Window Washer has the only actual voice in the game now. I wanted to explore the idea of people just being so passionate. They're super passionate about what they do, you know? They really love what they're doing. Okay. So this is the historian. This is the very last skill that I added to the game. And it was I'd put in about more than 150 hours of testing and fine-tuning the battle system at that point, and I felt a missing balance. And so I created the wisdom hoop specifically for that. So it doesn't go very far, but it's a stationary projectile that stays in place for a while, and enemies can walk into it and take damage, but it reduces the enemy movement. And adding this just made certain characters suddenly feel useful I had characters that just didn't feel that useful. And adding the wisdom hoop, and then it added this dynamic to the battle where you can zone enemies out and reduce their movement speed. So it's important to leave room for that kind of expansion. Okay, I don't want a carpenter. How many summoners are there? I was trying to do a summoner only run. I think I found only 6, but I wasn't sure if I was missing any. There is the Dragon Renter, Beast Keeper, and the Bird Watcher. So those are the 3 summoners. Hey Andrew, how's it going? Good support can be just as important as good frontliners. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know what? I wanted there to be so much variety that it's just fun trying different characters. And don't worry about your armor. So I showed you can level up your armor. What armor do these guys have? Hold on. This guy doesn't have any. I'll wear the adult pants, but for some reason, I feel sad. Will I ever feel happiness again the way I did when I was young? One day, we're all going to have to put on the adult pants. But the adult pants increases your power and defense. This is one of the best pieces of equipment, especially if this is going to be a character in the front line, because the adult pants, when you level it up, it increases the power and defense. So the stats grow based on the level of the equipment. Now, when you change your equipment, your level is transferred across to the next armor. So you don't have to level up the individual armor. The armor level is based on the character. I wish you would fully voice act this. I wanted to do voice acting in this just for the final boss, but I ran out of time. So yeah, if you're going to have a character in the front for your melee characters, I strongly recommend adult pants. It does make them move slower, but you can get characters that can boost your movement speed. Is it really worth it though? I know, losing, because you see like I'm a bit slower, you know. Oh, I want different characters. The delivery man is so good. You know what? I'm just gonna take the delivery man again. He does have his level's already higher, but he's such a good character though. The hurry up skill is vital, you know, because it's your skills that let you close the gap, the power gap between you and the enemies. So having someone that has hurry up can change battles. I don't have a builder, which is bad, because it's important to be able to have some way to defend against enemies, and the building characters let you defend from enemies just rushing you down. I'll take this guy with me. He really delivers. What is the best strategy for first time when playing? I think the best strategy, you start with the Innkeeper. I say absolutely keep the Innkeeper because he has good healing. If you can get a... sorry. If you can get a second healing character for your first time out, I strongly recommend a Summoner for your first... Oh no, there's a beast. There's 4 summoner characters. I forgot. So there's this guy that's a summoner down here. He's in my party, and then I'll show you the next summoner as well. There's 4 you can recruit. This guy here. I strongly recommend keeping a healer. Having a second healer would be super useful because the healing abilities are not that good. And this guy is another summoner. He's actually the best summoner, I think, other than the bird watcher. This guy is the beast fuser. His skills are good. Okay. After you have tamed multiple beasts, you can fuse them to create more powerful beasts. By performing beast fusion, you can teach beasts magic they normally cannot learn. You can also unlock hidden abilities through beast fusion. Oh, but you can only use beast fusion if you are a hero. I spent my whole life learning how to perform beast fusion. However, I cannot perform beast fusion unless a beast is tamed by a hero. The last hero I performed beast fusion for was an odd fellow. 400 times in a row. 400 times. He kept asking me to fuse the same 2 beasts over and over again. He would not stop until the fused monster was born with a slightly different color. What is even the point of that? I did not even know that was possible. So unfortunately, I don't have room in my party for Beast Fuser. He's the best summoner, so if you're only going to have one summoner, I strongly recommend him. So there are 4, so there you go. There's another good piece of equipment here. If you have a character that's like strictly, you rely on their skills, I might swap out Astrologist. Hold on. So the... Oh, no. The Alchemist. Where's my Alchemist? Okay. So, Alchemist, 1, 2. So the Alchemist, I'm going to give him this here. This is the Lumberjack Vest. The Lumberjack Vest, it allows you to use skills faster. So the Lumberjack Vest reduces your cooldown time on your skills. I'll wear this Lumberjack Vest. It smells like a man. Is this someone's shirt? Did I take someone's shirt? And I like the idea that you are genuinely just going around and taking people's clothes. A fallen tree may block your path. You may borrow my eye saw to aid you in your journey. Well, that's what I normally say to heroes. I gave my last eye saw to the hero of destiny, but he was killed. Heroes are supposed to return my eye saw when they are done using it. Now, there are many monsters and it is too dangerous for me to do my work. Is there a chance he summons a slightly different colored beast? Oh, that would be so cool. No, I hadn't even considered putting a shiny chance for the monster summons. That would have been so cool if there was a shiny chance for summoning. It's a good joke. Shiny Pokemon are ridiculous. It's funny, right? Sure, okay, you can laugh at people that spend time shiny hunting. I've shiny hunted. So I'm not gonna make fun of people for living their life their way. Like, let people live their life the way they want to. I'm not gonna criticize someone for shiny hunting. And that's primarily because I've shiny hunted. Not a lot. Like, it's not one of those I'm gonna reset my game, for 4 months. I'll do like an hour of shiny. That's the longest I've spent shiny hunting. Yeah, Boxbro is good with range dudes. Oh yeah, you can, even if you're under-leveled, you can get through the final dungeon if you have a good builder. Like, the fence and the box are useful. The box is better for platforming. The fence is really good for fights. You can probably get through the final dungeon way faster if you have a good building and a long-range team.
because you can just wall enemies out. And when I say wall, I literally mean wall them out. So when you have a new team, like I have characters here that are pretty low level. I've got some like level 0 characters. The first thing you should do is go over here and just level grind. I specifically made this area so you can level up characters pretty quickly. So yeah, just put on some tunes and see, like I've already got 1 character's leveled up already, you know, or 2, you know. So this area is designed specifically for that. And then also it's designed for you to grind out green drop, and the green drop lets you level up your armor. So this area, and there is an NPC that mentions that. You know, the NPC says something like, the hero of Destiny was standing out in the field for like 24 hours. Like having a mob of mixed classes. That's it, yeah. Just a big old mob, an angry mob of mixed class characters. And it's fun. It was so fun conceptualizing this because I had to explore different ideas of, okay, so I don't have archers, I don't have knights, I don't have berserkers. What can I do? What character types can I have? And I understood I can't have archetypes. There are no archetypes here because these are the NPCs. And that to me is what made this so fun to conceptualize, is I don't get to do the things that we already expect. And I think that's funny. I think that's fun. Okay, so I don't have a healer. This is bad. You know, like I have a healer, but the healer only restores 1 character at a time, that's rough. This is going to be a hard party, you know, if you don't have a healer. And it's designed. The game, I did keep that in mind. You still can do the final dungeon even if you don't have a healer. I wanted to make sure that I didn't force the player to have to feel like they have to play a certain way. Any party is viable, but it's just how viable is that party, and what do you do to optimize that party? So you can still do the final dungeon. It just means that you have to keep going back to towns to heal. Would you ever make your own SimCity game? I'm not sure that that's a good question. I have enjoyed SimCity games. I tend to like games with stories, so I don't, you know, honestly, I don't think I would, because, oh, no. I would make my own SimCity game if I could have a story in it. Yeah, because I like those kinds of games. They're very fun. I have a self-ban on The Sims, though, and games like Animal Crossing and A Story of Seasons, because I would spend too much time playing those games, so I have a self-ban on those, unfortunately. And you can see some characters don't get EXP. You have to hit the enemy in order to get EXP from that enemy. If you don't hit the enemy, then you don't get EXP. That's what my grandpa always told me when I was growing up, and so I've implemented that philosophy into this game. Grandpappy always said, if you don't hit the enemy, you don't get the experience. It's probably the wisest thing my grandpa ever told me. The story that comes with the SimCity. So I only ever fish and bug hunt in AC Assassin's Creed. I know Breath of Fire is your favorite game ever, but what other games heavily influenced you growing up? Vengzart, Ocarina of Time, Resident Evil 2, Final Fantasy VII, Dance Dance Revolution, Tekken, Bust a Groove, Bust a Move, or Puzzle Bobble. Obviously, you know, Link's Awakening, you know, Harvest Moon. Yeah, you know, those are just some of the games that I really like. You know, Parasite, Eve, you know, Silent Hill. Yeah, all kinds of games. I mean, you could just rattle these off forever. No, Animal Crossing, lol. Salazzle is one of my favorite shinies. Female, so it's only the adult female that gets to be Salazzle, right? It's the male ones don't get to evolve. Is that correct? Am I remembering that correctly? You know what's so sad? So I caught a Gengar I wasn't shiny hunting. I got a shiny Gengar in Sapphire, transferred it up into Gen 7, you know, because when it goes Mega, it goes white. But shiny Gengar is one of the least identifiable shinies. Very disappointing. My favorite shiny would be Shedinja and Ninjask. But Shedinja. Because I caught a shiny, what's his pre-evolution stage? Nincada. Yeah, I caught one in Emerald. I think it was Emerald. So I transferred him up, you know, so I still have him, you know, in Pokemon Home. But when the shiny Nincada evolves, it does become a shiny Ninjask and a shiny Shedinja. I loathe the way they pick shiny colors. Garchomp's is a creme. So why does Garchomp look like vomit green? Is there a reason why Garchomp looks vomit green? I don't know. I don't understand. I put off playing Animal Crossing for a while because, one, the hotel update will be a time sink. Deltarune has absorbed all my attention since Chapter 5. I'm interested in seeing more from Deltarune. I'm getting there. Yes, only the female singers. As the mayor in his SimCity game. Shiny Mega Gengar's peak, and I wish Shiny Gengar was that color palette. I know! I know! You know, at the end of the day, like, it's not something that really matters, right? It's like, what matters is, you know, the health of your family and friends. That's the stuff that matters. But it's also good to have things that don't matter, because it allows us to have some levity in life. So I don't actually care about the shiny colors, right? Like, that's not something I care about. I care that my friends and family are healthy and safe, and that they're living full, happy lives. That's what I actually care about. But boy howdy, the shiny Gengar pissed me right off, right? Why would you do that? You know what I mean. Like, I don't actually care about shiny Gengar, but I care in a fun, playful way, in that it's garbage, and why did they do that? So dumb. I only just realized Deltarune 5, Deltarune V, Chapter 5, it came out on the stream, the last one I found out, because I heard it on the bus, really out of the loop. I don't use the internet that much, so I'm often out of the loop. Was my boy Dragonite? Why that shaded green, the vomit green? Oh yeah. Okay, so after you, check out. So after you go to that field, you level up a little bit. Take your green drop, and the green drop lets you. Hold on, what armor? Okay, so this character has the adult pants. So what? This is the window washer. Oh. This is so the window washer is actually a good lead, because the window washer has a ribbon ball. So the ribbon, if you hit an enemy, it prevents that enemy from grabbing. So the ribbons are good. So take your green drop and talk to this guy, and he will level up your armor for you. So what I'll do, we'll just look at the stats, because I do like my numbers real good. Okay, I'm wearing adult pants, so look at my power and defense is 8 and 6. Let's go ahead and level this up. 8 and 6. I like my numbers real good. And it's gone up 1 point each. So instead of 8 and 6, it's now 9 and 7. So 9 and 7 on my power and defense. So keep using your green drop. Keep leveling up your stats. Garchomp actually only slightly changes color. You can hardly even notice, which sucks because Gabite is a cool navy blue. Oh, I know. Make it as your own style of game and have Sungrand in the game doing what he dreamed of when he was a kid. My dream is to make video games for people. That was my childhood dream. Actually, I had a number of childhood dreams. One was to be a astronaut. I wanted to be an astronaut. I wanted to be a scientist. I didn't know what kind of scientist, because a kid doesn't know that there's multiple kinds of scientists. I wanted to be the kind that invents stuff, which doesn't mean anything. That's not actually a job. I feel like a lot of green shinies would look much better if they just tweak the shade or saturation. Ugh, Espeon, bleh. I threw up in my mouth a little bit when you brought up shiny Espeon. Why not just do cool shinies like Mega Gengar, or it's white, or like a gold? So Who am I thinking of? Who's the... Oh man, who's the dragon from Gen 6 that doesn't get any forms? From Kalos. It's just like a stupid, you know, Druddigon. Shiny Druddigon. I like him. I heard people don't like him. Green and gold, baby. Green and gold. That's Australia. So I refer to him as Australian Druddigon, and I have a shiny Druddigon. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Don't tell anyone, okay? I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I've never told anyone this, and this is just my personal save file. I edited my save file to have a shiny Druddigon because I wanted an Aussie Druddigon. So there we go. I've never told anybody that. I just wanted a green and gold. I shiny hunted about 2 hours for a Druddigon, and then I didn't want to waste any more time, so I edited my save file for a shiny Druddigon. And I assumed he had an Aussie accent, like, "Oi, boy, it's me, mate. Shiny Druddigon, I go to the beach, and drink some food. Oi, mate." So that's the voice I assume shiny Druddigon has. Druddigon was the first shiny I ever got in Black. You got one, and I didn't, and I had to edit my save file to have one. Okay, what character is this? Okay, so this is, so let's look at my stats. Okay, see the window washer? The adult pants, that's gone way up. Okay, so 7 and 5. I have level 0 on my adult pants. I'm gonna level up my adult pants on my skill teacher here. I wanted to be a marine biologist, but then learned I'd need field training. I have thalassophobia. Oh boy, that is, yeah, being in the ocean and then having a giant creature come out of nowhere and you have no way to control your body to get out of the way. Oh yeah, that's logical. Do all the things Sungrand wanted to do as a kid in a video game, like Kirby the video game. Hey, Sinsman, how's it going? Good to see you. Well, the things that I want to do as a kid, I try to do in real life. But there's a couple things I can't do, like astronaut. That's out of the question. We can be realistic about that. Being an astronaut is not in the cards for me, and that's fine. I'm totally fine with not being an astronaut. But making games, creating music, writing stories, making friends, meeting people, hearing about people's lives, going on adventures. That's what I want. That's what I'm doing. Okay, my adult pants are level 5. Okay, so I've leveled that up. So yeah, and I specifically, you have sections in your game, right? You need, when you're developing a game, when you're considering the flow of gameplay, and you see a lot of YouTubers use the word gameplay loop, and it's wrong to use that to describe everything. A gameplay loop really only describes a mobile game that keeps you trapped in the same repeated actions over and over again. And then people will go back and start describing other games using gameplay loop when it's wrong. That's not what a gameplay loop is. This is gameplay flow, because you have the choice to do what it is that you want, and the game branches out in different directions. So the gameplay flow is what games generally have. A mobile game has a game loop. And in this, I consider the flow is that I want people to be able to just chill and play the game. Like, what if they don't want to go and fight tough enemies? If you come home from a hard day, you don't necessarily want to do something difficult, right? Sometimes you just want to chill. And so that's why I created this game in such a way to where you can play this for like 10-15 minutes, go to this little area, grind out some green drop and get some experience points, level up, and it feels like you're accomplishing something. It feels like you're achieving something because at least you leveled up your characters, you've got some resources for upgrading your armor, you know. And this is chill. This specific area is designed so that it's just not stressful. It's just chill. And so those are the kinds of things that I consider with my games. And not every game can have a chill flow to it. Not every game can have a chill section. You know, I'll show you one of my other games, Silver Falls School Busters, and that game is the absolute opposite of chill. That game is zero chill, in the funniest way possible, I think. A galaxy way. And as the game progresses, he travels the world, visiting new countries, landscapes, and helps out people in weird, wacky ways. He even traveled to outer space to make a space colony. That's what I would like to do. I would like to help. So this is my goal in life, is to be, I want to be a good man. I want to be a strong man, and I want to be able to encourage other people to pursue their goals and their objectives, you know. And you often meet people who, on the outside, when you don't know people, when you just see them, people kind of look together, right? They look like they're all, you know. But even people who are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and even 80s, you know, sometimes I meet people who sometimes they just have doubt in their lives, you know. They think, I'm not sure if I should do this, or, you know, especially in my music groups. You know, I play a lot of music, I go to a lot of different places where you have people that sort of did music years ago, and maybe they want to get back into it, but there's doubt about it, you know. And what I want to do is encourage people. So when I meet people, I want to hear their story, I want to understand them, and I want to encourage them to pursue their dreams and their goals, you know. And sometimes I'll meet someone even in their 70s and 80s, and they'll say, you know, like, you know, I haven't played guitar in so long, you know, and I'll encourage him, and I'll say, hey, look, there's music groups. You should come to the music groups. You can hang out with people, spend time with actual people, get your guitar, play music. You can do it. If you want to play guitar, then do it, you know. And that's my goal, or one of my goals, you know. And it's like, you can actually help people, you know. You can't save the world. You cannot fix it. The world is kind of messed up. You can't fix it, but you can make the world better. And you can encourage people, you can bring positivity to other people, and you can encourage people to look for something positive in their lives, to work for something positive, to do something, to follow their dreams in some way. So that's how I try to spend my time. And again, that's largely why I don't use social media, because if I was using social media, it would be wasting my time, and I wouldn't be able to actually spend time with real people. Andrew, yeah, man, that's so cool, being a force of inspiration. You can do it. Anyone can do it. You know, you could make someone's life better. You absolutely can. It's totally within your power. And I think out of all of my skills and all of my abilities, I think that's my favorite skill that I have, is just bringing something positive to other people and encouraging people. Ah, yes. Oh, I haven't even been using my cool skills. I should have been using that. Astrologize. Okay. I like Zelda games where you can fight enemies with pot, because you can say, have some pot. I threw a pot at him. I don't do that stuff, but if you can throw a pot at an enemy, I think you should say, have some pot. Yeah, this is a decent party, I think. I think you're doing a great job. I appreciate that. Thanks. Rock on. Do games with prestige roguelikes have gameplay loop, or does the slow progression count as gameplay flow? That's such a good question. And a roguelike it depends on the game itself. Because I have played some, and roguelikes are not my favorite kind of game, because I like games that have permanent progression and story. And in general, most roguelikes tend to be light on story, because the appeal is you're doing the dungeons. So in general, you know, most roguelikes that I've played have a gameplay loop, in that it is a loop, and that you're doing the exact same thing over and over again. But I have played some where they have more of a flow, where there's more freedom, there's more choice when it comes to what you do as the player. So yeah, it varies from game to game. I'll show you. So this, I think, you know, I set out to make a game that's pretty chill, right? You know, so how much green drop do I have? Because I got to do my armor, you know, green drop. So again, you know, level up your characters, do your weapons, level up your weapons and armor, use your skills on the enemies. This game is meant to be pretty chill. I'll show you a game now that is not chill. Oh, I want to play Night Trap. I just got this. So I'll do an episode. We'll play this on the channel. 999 green drop. It's so satisfying seeing your inventory maxed out. You know, a 999. Okay, this is one of my other games in the Silver Falls series. So this is Ghoul Busters. And this game this is Zero Chill. Okay, there's different special effects as well. Ooh, I don't want your eyes to go red, brown, neon blue. We'll just put normal, have the moonlight fog on. And is that the game that's like video recorded? No, not this one. This is in my Silver Falls series. It's set in the mid-90s. And I'm really proud of the soundtrack of this, and I wrote it specifically for the Game Boy hardware because I wanted the soundtrack to be as faithful as possible. So the soundtrack runs on Game Boy hardware. So you can connect Code Linker, you can connect one Silver Falls game to other Silver Falls games, and then it lets characters cross over from one game to another. Sometimes weapons will cross over, sometimes monsters will cross over. And it's my way to thank people for playing the Silver Falls games because you're investing your emotional energy in these characters and you want to see these characters. So the Code Linker's my way of thanking you is that you still get to spend time because every Silver Falls game stars different characters. There's different stories. But I know that people want to spend time with the characters that they know and like. So the Code Linker lets me follow through on that, is that you get to spend time with characters through different points in their lives. Bubsy, oh, we should try that too. So there's 2 playable characters in this game. I'll play as Starlin for now. Here we go. I'll just start from this stage. So this game is exclusive to the Switch. Well, if you want a copy of this, let me know. I can get you a copy of this if you want. So this is exclusive to the Switch. It originally launched on the Game Boy... not the Game Boy, my brain. It originally launched on the 3DS. And this looks crazy in 3D. I got hit. I'll make it. Going through. I should have waited. Okay. I was rushing. I want these, though. So the items, you pick up those... bottle caps, you actually buy useful items. It's not like, it's just like you get an extra life. There are no lives in this. You actually pick up useful stuff. Like this is stuff that you need to deal with difficult. I should have done that differently, shouldn't I? I'm not waiting. Okay, my favorite item is the balloon. It looks like I don't have any right now. Okay, I'm going. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. So, say for example, I'll use my, I have my umbrella. The umbrella is a pretty good item. The umbrella gives, I call it Knuckles mode. So, this helps with platforming. If you're having sections where you're having a tough time, that almost clipped me. The umbrella gives you Knuckles power. And again, it's good to pick up the bottle caps. They do let you buy the items, like buying the umbrella. Oop, grab that. Oh, this guy. You don't want to touch them worms. They'll deal damage on contact. So yeah, this is Ghoul Busters again. It's exclusive to the Switch. It originally launched on the 3DS. I got 3 box tops, so I'm going to get a good item here. Hit that guy. Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick on this part. This is World 1-1. The perspective 3D on the swinging blades is cool. I wanted it to not feel like a real 3D game, right? So I only use flat everything. And it is easier to tell where that is, but there's a secret. You can go up here. You can also bounce on those other ones there to get more bottle caps. So in general, if you don't want to have to deal with the hazards, you can skip it by going up here. The little secret I put in there. Follow those. Where am I going? Oh! Whoa! Okay. I'm going. Yeah, nailed it. So I'm not allowed to have 3D in here. Stereoscopic. That was part of... if you're making a Switch game, you're no longer allowed to have, stereoscopic 3D. But I was able to sneak it in here because the only reason I did it was because people told me that they really love the 3D in this game. This was originally a 3DS game, and I specifically made it with 3D in mind. Pixel Boy, did you make this game? I love your videos, man. Hey, appreciate that. Yes, this is one of my games. Welcome to the stream. This is one of my games. It's available on the Switch. This is exclusive to the Switch. If you can find, if people want to play it on the 3DS, like I have no problem. If people find the ROM and they want to play it on the 3DS, play it in 3D. I want people to play it in 3D. Right now you can get this on the 3DS eShop. But if you want a copy, let me know, and I can give you a download code for it. Just let me know your region if you want it. So yeah, in general, this is one of the games that people told me that they really like the best in the Silverfall series. Best of greetings to you, good sir. How many bottle caps have you found this time? Interesting. This must be the first. You are Starlin Allardyce. You may call me the mechanic. Your well-being is in substantial danger. In order to ensure your continued existence, you must continue as you were. Take the course of actions which you were intending to take. Make no deviations. The required entities are where they need to be. Should you find any Starglass shards, return them to me. Doing so would be, how you say, totally radical. Oh no, totally radial. So in between levels you get the shop, and that's why I said pick up the bottle caps. So the bottle caps actually let you buy stuff. Something that always ticks me off in games, like like Mario and whatnot, is you pick up the coins, they don't do anything. Whoop-de-doo, you get an extra life, right? So I made this game specifically with that in mind. Is there a point? Yes. Yeah, actually, there is a big point. There's a typo in this, that says 78, it should be 70. But the bottle caps that you buy are actually useful. I used up an umbrella earlier, but I've got 5 already. Jelly beans restore your health, very useful item. This is useful. There's going to be some harder boss fights later on, so having ninja stars is super useful. And there are only 15 jelly beans. Hyper candy slows down time. I'll buy it. We'll use it just so we can see what it does. And if you... okay, I found box tops. So if you get enough box tops, then you get an item. And the items you get from the box tops are different from the ones that you can buy with bottle caps. So they're a different set of items. They're more valuable, and it's obviously the box tops are more rare. And I was inspired to do it this way because, in the 90s, 80s and 90s, there were commercials for cereal. And they always said, like, turn in these box tops, and you'll get this thing. Oh, Pixel Boy, I really appreciate that. Thank you. I can't still believe how Sony fucking us disgusting. It's so gross. Sony's so gross. And it's not just the players that they're screwing over. It's good. What Sony's done is it's going to damage the industry because there are retailers that really rely on the hard copy of the games and the reselling of pre-owned copies. And there's so many people out there that don't buy new games because they have limited income. Everyone has limited income for this recreation, this recreation, limited recreational disposable income. And there are some people that have kids, they have a mortgage, they're in school. So there are some people that they just can't afford full-priced brand new games. They have to wait until the games are pre-owned, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And Sony is so disgusting that they're spitting all over those people and saying, if you're poor, you don't deserve to play our games. You don't get to be a PlayStation fan if you're not rich. It's like, that is so fucked up. That really ticks me off about Sony. And I'm going to keep discussing this situation because it's not right. What Sony's doing is not right, because if they do this, the rest of the industry will follow them. And the best case scenario and the most achievable scenario for us is for us to show the industry, please don't follow Sony. We do not want you to follow Sony. That is the best possible outcome that we can achieve right now. Definitely gonna X-ray glasses from the cereal. Definitely gonna be looking into this game soon, but I do need to hop off for now. Hopefully I can catch another stream soon. Thanks again for the code. Hey, I hope you enjoy. Take care, Sam. I am. Mike Limited Run also our VGP. Would love a code. My sons would love this. Hey, Noisy, sure. Just let me know what region you need. So North America, Europe, or Australia. I'll get you a code for this game. I'm just getting my database open here. Pixel Boy, Canadian, North American, absolutely. Let me get a copy of this game for you. Oh, I have too many folders open in it. Okay. All right. Pixel Boy. And there we go. This is for Ghoul Busters. Hey, Pixel Boy, did you get a copy of my other game as well? Before I was playing this, I was playing the hero of Destiny was killed by the final boss. Would you like a copy of that as well? Oh, you didn't? Here, let me get you a copy of that. Here you go. That's it. There we go. You got the hero of... I just got into the chat. Cool. Okay. That's 2 of my games. I've got more games. It seems like there's a growing resistance to scummy corporate practices that just drain players dry and cannibalize the medium. Absolutely correct. They are cannibalizing the medium. They're cannibalizing the industry. They're doing damage. They're making short-term profit, but everyone else is going to be paying for it. And we have to stand up to that because they are negatively affecting the industry because of that. So let me show you. I'm a little bit of a rebel. So as I was saying, I'm not allowed, Nintendo doesn't allow stereoscopic 3D on the Switch for TVs, like putting it on the TV. They only, it has to specifically be for the VR headset, right? But this game, I specifically made this game in 3D. People told me that they really love the 3D in this. So I did add a secret to this. And that is old movie gimmick. So if you want to play this game in stereoscopic 3D, go to old movie gimmick, and then you play the game in old movie gimmick mode. I'll play Atticus now. And you can see it looks a little bit different. This uses anaglyph glasses. So you have the glasses that are red and blue. So if you have those, they're like $2, right? You can buy them online. I've got a couple pairs. This works if you're playing it in handheld mode. It works if you're playing it on the TV. But now the game is actually in 3D and it does actually work. So Nintendo told me I wasn't allowed to have this game be in stereoscopic 3D. I snuck it in. I wasn't supposed to. I kind of don't like being told what to do. People told me they really liked the 3D in this, and I thought it was a shame because I put so much effort into making the 3D look good in this game. Like, it's absolutely meant for 3D. So if you have a pair of red and blue glasses, or if you want to grab a pair, you absolutely can play this in stereoscopic 3D. It absolutely does work. So there is a trick. If you're playing Atticus, so something I need to get better at is I don't put tutorial stuff in my game. I don't explain stuff. I do understand that that is one of my weaknesses as a developer, and I want to get better at it. So the game doesn't tell you how to play. But if you hold R2 or ZR, you can have your character stay in place. So you see how I can aim my shot? So if you hold ZR, you can aim where you're shooting and your character won't move. You can even shoot behind you. You can shoot below you, which is something that I really like in side-scrolling games, is when you can shoot below you. Okay. Get rid of that guy, get rid of that guy. Yeah, so yeah, you can still play this in 3D if you want. And it looks wild. Like, I'm not telling you to pirate, right? But if you find the ROM for this on 3DS, I would like for you to enjoy my game. I think it... Oh no! Okay. I might use an item. Oh. I'm gonna use my umbrella. Okay. Oh, that guy will kill you. That guy will kill you dead. You gotta be careful with that guy. Ow. Oh, I know why I put that there. I put that there. He's meant to, if you bump into him, he could push you into the other guy. These guys do actually help you with jumping, though. Sometimes it's better to not kill those guys. Ow. I don't know. So I made, the screen shakes. Oh, the checkpoint was right there. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not bad at my own game. I just wasn't paying attention. I grew up with watching movies with the 3D glasses with my mom all the time. Those effects are the coolest. Yeah, I think it's charming. Obviously, it doesn't look as good, right? It's just charming. Oh man, someone's actively spamming me over there. Explains why you skip all the tutorials in Deltarune. Yeah, I'm kind of like an anti-tutorial guy, but and then you guys told me that there's actually interesting and fun dialogue, so now I'm not going to skip any tutorials in Deltarune. Sounds like Pizza Tower. What's Pizza Tower? Should I look that up? Weren't the Avatar movie glasses basically the same idea, but hid the colors? No, it's different. It's you're basically seeing two different images. It's not the same. You're seeing two different images, and your glasses are polarized in a way to where only one lens allows light from one image through. It's fascinating. It's so interesting. I don't exactly know how it works because I'm not a scientist. Oh, I died. Pizza Tower is a Wario Land inspired game. Ooh, I'll look that up. Thank you. So I'll show you the boss fights. So, and I did make it so you can grind, you know. The level 1-1 is purposefully easy. It's specifically designed so you can speed through it, pick up bottle caps, and you can grind out so you can buy items, and then the items will make it easier to deal with harder levels. I'll show you some of the harder levels, so we'll go to 3-1. This one's gonna kick my butt. I gotta go to sleep for work. Have a good night, Demon Dog. Thanks for hanging out. Full stereoscopic wizardry. It's kind of like magic. Oh, you know what? I'll pick a different effect. Hold on. I still have the stereoscopic. So yeah, I added some effects, but then, you know, I had to let the player know if it's going to make the text hard to read. Ooh, I'll put on old TV mode. Here we go. I'll do 3-1. I don't know much, but the enemy variety looks pretty cool. The enemies are all cryptids, and what's so fun for me, because I really like monsters, like monster movies and stuff like that, massively into creature features. All of the cryptids in this game, or this game series in Silver Falls, they're all designed to just be like creepy, horrible 80s monsters, 80s cryptids. So that's what I had in mind for all of these. And when you play the other Silver Falls games, something that's really satisfying for me is that the monsters in this game, and also the characters, they'll also appear in the other Silver Falls games, and they're all in different art styles, so you get to see these monsters in different environments. I dropped that guy there as a troll, obviously, and he jumps as well. This guy jumps to... see? Zero chill. And that's easier to see in 3D. You know, I designed that for 3D. You have to kind of go underneath it. Okay. And this level has slime, so you can see I'm struggling to walk. That's because there is slime. So you slide a little bit, and then you get stuck. And then there's moving slime. Oh no, see, that one moves. That one moves. That one auto-scrolls you. No. Okay, checkpoint. We're good. Oh, these guys shoot stuff at you. I want that box top. Oh, you see he's spiked, so you can't kill him. There's a sound effect that lets you know you can't kill him. I'm at the checkpoint. It's okay. Spooky. Oh, yeah. These trees look so cool in 3D. I make them... Well, when it was on the 3DS, you know, I specifically made it so it, like, sticks out. Okay. So those spiky guys you can't kill. Oh, these claw machine guys. I'm going to let him kill me because I think he's cool. Ow. This is not a sentence I normally say. Ow. See, look, I designed that enemy to where the claw machine, in the code it's called claw machine, and I specifically made it to where he grabs you like that if you touch him. It's an insta-kill. That kind of thing I think is fun in a game. I gotta be honest, I forgot about that 100%. I forgot about that entirely. That is so funny. I forgot about that. Please don't hit me, please don't hit. I'm gonna use my umbrella. You can either learn the timing, or you can use an umbrella. And I'm gonna use an umbrella. No! That was my fault. I got arrogant. There we go. Yes! I am Knuckles now. I'm Knuckles now! Please. I gotta kill that guy. You gotta kill that guy. He gets in your way. Funny Death leaves a big impression like Crash Bandicoot. Absolutely, 100%. You know, I put spikes on top of him as well. One of my favorite parts about Crash Bandicoot was the death animations. I jumped straight into them, and I don't know why I did it. I'll show you what some of the other items do as well. Let's throw that out. You see? See how I said the Ninja Stars would be useful? So they're not, obviously, like, the items aren't just there to whatever. The items are there to actually give you some freedom to solve these puzzles. You know, I consider the levels as a puzzle. So that thing will insta-kill you. And the way to deal with that is you have to make a noise with this virtual pet. And that's the only way to get around it. Okay, 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 please. Okay. Yeah. I gotta kill this guy. I gotta kill that guy. I'll kill him. Die, monster. You don't belong in this. I almost let him bounce me into the spikes, too. You don't belong in this world. You can aim. Dang it. I'm trying to aim at him. Sorry if I'm not reading the chat, but I suddenly got, like, super invested. I just want to finish this level, actually. Oh, no! Ah, I put a claw machine right there. Right there. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, I gotta see what's going on here. I do want that box top, though. Okay. Sorry, guys, if I don't read the chat for a moment. Okay, I gotta kill this guy, though. I got get rid of him. Ah, come on. I want that box top because I'm gonna get a good item if I get the box top. So I have to sort of get in there. Kill that guy. Please die. Okay. Oh! I will catch it with the chat. I just gotta do this level. I'm going in. Oh, no! I got impaled right in front of it. I'll get in there. I'll do it. Okay. I spent hundreds of hours on this game in testing, and you know, like, when you're building a platformer, it takes a lot of time to create sections that are precise because you have to keep tuning it until it's either more difficult or more easy. And this is an area where it's like, I'm starting to get flashbacks of all the time I had to put into this. I want those. I want it. I just wanted the money. There's a save point or a checkpoint right there. Is there anything you find yourself lazy with? For me, it's UVs. Anything I find myself lazy with, I would say probably checking for typos. I would say, you know, you can't blow smoke up your own ass, you know? And the flaw that tends to be the weakest part of my games is sometimes there's typos. And I wouldn't say it's because I'm lazy, but it's the lowest on my priority list. There's so many other things that you have to do when you're making a game, and typo checking is way, way at the bottom. So with my games, like, obviously I want to do a better job. I want to do better than I've done before. But to answer your question, I would say the thing I'm laziest with is typo checking. Okay. Ow! Do I have an umbrella? I think I'm just gonna umbrella this one. I've got 2 left. Okay. I don't want this man! I don't want this man here! I don't want this man. I'm gonna make it! Ah! Oh, that section! Ah! What Ninja Stars do I have? Because that section... Ah! Did you see all the shit that was there? I have to chuck out Ninja Stars there. I have to do this section, sorry. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming to hang out. This is one of my games. If you'd like a copy of this, let me know. I'll give you a copy of this if you'd like a copy. Please? Okay. Check those out. Oh, I've run out. I kill that guy first. Okay. Oh, no, please, don't kill me. Okay. No. Ah! I'm remembering making this section now. This is the last world, so I was making it more difficult, you know. I'm remembering making this. This took a lot of fine-tuning. Did you ever play Mother 3? No, I want to. I think I started playing it, but I never finished it. Okay, I get the timing right. I'm gonna make it this time. Okay, there we go. Oh, I clipped the spikes. Oh. The spikes. I do want to finish this though. This is why you need to keep your temper under control. So I got frustrated, I button mashed, and I accidentally used my candy that slows down time, which I could have used, but I wasted it. I could have used that candy to solve this. Okay. That was my fault. See, I gotta be more zen. I did make this level to make people angry, though. Okay, I'm gonna make it. I'll make it. Okay. Oh! Please, please. You know what? I'm gonna use a helicopter next time. I should have used a helicopter straight away. I don't know why I didn't. I'm not making excuses. This is my game. I did make this, but I'm not making excuses. I'm not bad at my own game, I swear. Okay. The helicopter. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna go through the... Can you... Oh, you can go through the bottom on that. Okay, here we go. Putting the slime... See the moving slime on the platform? Can I go through the bottom? I think you're gonna get hit by that spike. Okay. I wait. Okay. No. Yeah, this is what the helicopter's for. Yeah. So yeah, if you collect the box tops, you can get a helicopter. Do you find it challenging to design games that use 3D but also work in 2D? What do you mean? Like, do you mean like stereoscopic 3D? So again, you have to use the virtual pet. You open your items and you press L. It makes that thing shrink down. Whoa. We got slime pushing me here. We got slime. I kind of don't want to die though. Oh no, please let me use an item. I gotta use an item. Okay. I use my jelly beans. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. Okay. That's so punishing. This is really punishing. Okay. Il Grim Reaper. Hey, I really like your video. Solid takes. Hey, thanks for that. I appreciate you watching. Here I am playing one of my own video games and then losing. It's one of the final stages, you know. So I had to go all out. So when I was designing this, something I considered was temporary progress and permanent progress. That's something it's important to consider. You don't want the player to feel like they're wasting their time. So a form of permanent progress would be the checkpoints. You reach the checkpoint, you've made, you know, like permanent progress. And also getting rid of an enemy is permanent progress. Please don't kill me. Oh my god. I was talking and I should have focused. You can't talk while you're doing platforming that requires precision. This is a precision platformer at this part. You can't talk. You have to focus. Ow. Okay, I will. But defeating the enemies is a form of making progress because it clears the path as well, you know? So those are the things I considered when I was designing this, is getting rid of the enemies and then... Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna concentrate. I knew it was there. I'm so close to the end. Could I have a copy of these two games? Absolutely. Kira Defense Force. Absolutely. This is for Switch. So which region is your console? Is it North America, Europe, or Australia? Okay. I can't believe I botched that. The reason I keep jumping is because there's slime on that platform that pushes you. I could have made it. I backed out. Are there any mechanics you spent ages on, ended up removing? Let me think. I've had features cut, but in general, if I spent time creating a mechanic, I haven't created any mechanic where I ended up cutting it from the game. And part of that is because of my planning process. When I plan the games, I do a lot of documentation. I plan everything out ahead of time, and so that way I don't waste any time on anything that might not be necessary or that I might end up cutting. So no, I've never spent time creating a mechanic that I ended up cutting. So I have to be careful for the spike on the left on the wall. Okay. Okay. So I gotta get down here. I touched the spike on the right. Stair Dweller. Oh, hey, it's good to see you. Yeah, Kira Defense Force. Just let me know your region. I'll get you some download codes. I'm gonna get through the spike guy. I took damage. It's fine. I have healing items. I'm not even gonna stress. That guy. Okay. I'm getting stressed out here, guys. North America here. Okay, hold on. Let me get a copy of the game to you. Okay, this is Ghoul Busters. Okay, and the Hero of Destiny. So Hero of Destiny, you would like the Kira, would you like the Hero of Destiny on the Switch, or would you like a Steam version? Cozy Snell, hi, I found your channel like 5 weeks ago. Been really enjoying it and hope to support you. I really appreciate that. Thanks for coming to hang out. This is the first time you guys get to see me really stressed out trying to play a platformer. And boy, I am stressed out. I guess Steam then. Yeah, I'll get you a copy on Steam. Okay. I have to do this. I have to be good at this. Where am I now? Okay, I'm at this part. You can see the helicopter is a super useful item, though. Okay. There we go. Don't let that. I'm not going to talk anymore. I'm just going to play. Oh man, this is really. I need to kill the claw thing, but I don't have any ninja stars. If I had, here's the thing: if I had ninja stars, I think I could have gotten rid of it. But oh man. Okay. Okay. I have to rush. I have to rush to the right. I can't linger. I was lingering. I just need to go straight to the right. No, 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 no! A Tiger, hi, Jerrel, love your videos. I've never caught one of your live streams, so I'm glad to see you playing one of your games. Do you want a copy of this one? This is Ghoul Busters. Just here's the thing, right? I should have had more items. Like in actual playthrough, you will have more items, but this is a save file that I was just using to show people the game in live streams. So I haven't been playing this the way that you normally would. Otherwise, you would have way more items right now. Like the ninja stars, you know, like are 15. I make the ninja stars really cheap on purpose. They're only 15 bottle caps because you need them to deal with stuff like that. Oh, I have a firecracker. Okay. I'm gonna use my shoes. My shoes reduce not. Ah! It extended while I was looking at my menu. It grabbed me. Okay, okay. So if you use the shoes, it prevents you from taking knockback, right? So I've used the shoes. I'll use the firecrackers when I get to the bottom. Okay, no more talking. I'm dying on the inside. Is it on Steam or Android? This one is Switch, if you have a Switch. This is Switch exclusive. Menu is the true final boss. gotta be patient. Be patient. Okay, I'm gonna focus. Use my shoes. Go to the right. Oh, my helicopter killed it. Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, my helicopter, finally. I was gonna make... Oh, no. I gotta... See? I got arrogant and I started talking. But you know what? The main thing that was messing me up is gone. The claw thing. And that was part of the design I had considered was, again, permanent progress, temporary progress. The enemies are what make the game difficult. And if you can get rid of the enemies, then it means you can get through a certain section, you know? So that is a form of progress. So that's something to consider. It's beyond just the checkpoint. Is now this section is easier because... Okay, don't let that guy kill... Oh, no. If I had an umbrella, this would be a lot easier. Look, there's a guy over there that's going to mess me up as well. See how the slime is going to pull me toward him? I jumped too hard. Oh, why would I make it like that? The man who jumped too hard. The man who jumped too hard. A story by Jerrel Dulay. Once upon a time, there was a man. He jumped too hard. He died. The end. So the helicopter is like your aid. The helicopter deals damage on contact to the enemies. It's like a lot of times I'll make items because it's like a wish list item for me. I was talking. I was talking too much and I wasn't thinking about actually playing. Ow. I'm fine. Yeah, the helicopter deals damage. The helicopter watched the man jump, but it did not. It watched me die. The helicopter watched me die. The helicopter flies. So something you have to consider with your work is internal logic. And I wanted an item that circled the player and damaged enemies. And there's a juxtaposition in this game of... I'm trying to get down there and not take damage. There's a juxtaposition between science fiction, because the monsters are science fiction, and reality. You have to balance that. And you can't just have a power-up that's like, oh, now the character has fireballs around him, because it logically doesn't make any sense. There's no reason why this character in the real world would have fireballs around him. And so I needed an item like that, where you can damage enemies on contact. And so I came to this decision of the helicopter, because an RC helicopter is something that exists in the real world. It existed in the 90s, and that's what I settled on. Let me not get killed here. This, too, is Kamen Rider. Icarus, a 1980s retelling. Okay, no, I'm going to make it this time. A toy helicopter's fitting home. All the enemies have HP and can be eventually be killed? Some are invincible. The ones that are just like deeply spiked are the invincible ones. Oh, why did I do that? There's usually a sound effect that'll tell you. There's like a clinking sound or there's a sound, and there's also usually a sound and effect when they take damage. I'm gonna do it this time. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Focus me. Like Contra, I get it. Yeah, but see, there's no lives, so you get to keep playing, and then as you defeat the enemies, it gets easier to get through certain sections. So that it's considered like that's making progress. Okay, I'm gonna make it. I can't feel fear, right? That's the thing. I'm feeling fear right now. There's a checkpoint right there. There's a checkpoint, and I knew that the past me put that checkpoint within sight to let you see that it's right there. What I'm doing is I'm getting scared, and then I'm holding the jump button too long. That's what I'm doing. I can do it. I can absolutely do it. Pick up a Bible and read it to make the game. I kind of get Scott Cawthorne vibes from this game. Maybe it's just a CRT filter. Well, there's a couple different filters, so it's, you can pick a number of different things. This is just one filter. Ow, bro. Okay. I gotta get through there. Okay. Ow. That one's invincible. If I had an umbrella, I wasted all my umbrellas. If I had an umbrella, that'd be so easy. The checkpoint is right there. I can do it. I can do it. I believe in myself. I believe. Ow. Ow. See, the slime pushes you back. That's what messes you up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get the timing right. I jumped too early. No, I can do it. Oh man, you have to get the timing right. Doesn't look like a Scott Cawthon, but reminds me of the Virtual Boy if it was green. Funnily enough, I have one unfinished, unreleased game for the 3DS that's in the Silver Falls series that is designed to homage Virtual Boy. It was red, all red. It's I still have it partially unfinished. Okay. I'm gonna get it. I can get it. Sungrand is a firefighter. I'll do it. I'm getting scared and I'm not holding the button long enough. You just have to be zen. You gotta be zen about it. No, I can do it. Thanks for sticking with it through this. Thanks for sticking with me through this. I'm getting flustered now. Obviously I designed this final. These are the final stages. I meant it to really just push you. I care too much. That's the thing. I'm caring too much. I gotta care less. Damn it. I'm so close. This is... You know, their section is... You know why I did this? After like 3 more deaths, we'll see another filter. Yeah. I'll change filters. I'll change levels. I know why I did this. Because Mega Man games hurt me when I was young. Mega Man games hurt me. Don't kill me. Do not kill me. Oh my god, I said don't kill me! Ah, I can't right now. I can't. I made it, and I said don't kill me, and the guy killed me. Streamer Curse, there's a Deltarune fight I won that took me 10 tries. The second I tried to show it to a friend. You get really bad at games when you're trying to show it to someone. You just get worse at games for some reason. Okay, well, I'll try the jump once more. The problem was, I felt fear that he was going to kill me, and you have to not. The monsters can smell the fear. All right, I'll just change filter. Okay, we've been watching that long enough. I know that Mega Man feeling. You get it, right? So the game's pretty chill for the most part, but once you get to the final world like that, you see it's doable. And if you had the umbrella item, like I make the umbrella item very easy to buy, you could come back to that level and you can breeze through that part if you had the umbrella, but I wasted all of my umbrellas earlier. Trying to impress passerby in an arcade is tough. That must have been a real skill back then, you know? No, arcades are still around though, but it's not the same. You can change colors as well. I personally like midnight blue. I can't believe I let that creature kill me. There's no way I let that creature kill me. I think as an adult, I would enjoy this difficulty hard, but not toxically hard. Yeah, as you can see, I considered it. I really thought about it, right? There's checkpoints, and defeating enemies, it makes that area easier, and then there's also items. So I specifically made it to where the items make it possible, because if I had the right item for that, I could have breezed past that, but I didn't have the umbrella. So you could go back, get some umbrellas, and get through that part. Every hard part of this game is designed to where you can solve it either through developing your skill and brute forcing it through skill, or you can use items. This is... I meant for this tentacle thing to look gross. I purposely made it pulsate in a really gross way, and it's meant to look like it's got a dangly knob at the end that's gross looking. I just wanted it to be unpleasant. And then I also have that as well. So I know that people want the bottle caps, right? So I have them dangle off the sides. This is the rain filter. I think this is quite pleasant. Ow! Nailed it. Okay. It looks like an olm kind of. I don't know what an olm is. I love how those invincible enemies look like balloons. Any particular reason for that? Absolutely yes. The reason why the enemies look like balloons is because in a platforming game, you need to have a variety of enemies, and you have to have aerial enemies. And again, this is in my Silver Falls game series, and it's set in the real world, and you can't just have enemies flying for no reason. And so, in my mind, these are cryptids, right? I think of the internal logic of the monsters in Silver Falls. And in my mind, an enemy that's a balloon can float. You have basically free creative reign in that if an enemy is a balloon, that explains why it can fly, and you can have full creative control over what it can do. And that is why they're balloons. Is because I wanted the game to have internal logic. But also, you can bounce on them. The ones with spikes you cannot kill. Oh, I didn't jump. Ooh, I like the atmospheric jellyfish. Yeah, I'm such a big fan of horror games, and to be able to explore horror in different styles and then just come up with like weird, cool enemies, I think that thing is fun. I need that checkpoint. Gotcha. Oh, that guy's right there. Did some damage. Oh, that was the reveal. I remember the reveal on these. You climb up, and this is that enemy. That's the enemy that was on the claw machine. I intended this thing to actually be its tongue. And the reason why it's pulsating and wiggling is because you're actually climbing up and down its tongue. I remember now. Whoop. But you wouldn't notice that until you sort of unless you chose to climb to the top. I want these. Give me these. Thank you. Ow. Oh. It got me. Let's take a look at more filters. Tiger, I really like the look of the game. I don't have a Switch, but it's definitely the sort of game I'd play. Shame you don't have a Switch. If you ever get one, let me know. I'll give you a copy of the game. Awakening Remake. Oh no, I remember now. I made a joke about Link's Awakening. Let's go pink. I made a joke about Link's Awakening. Oh, I was going to do a different stage. See how I made the edges really, really blurry? That's the whole filter. The whole filter is just making the whole screen really blurry on the top and the bottom. Did I waste a filter slot to make a joke about the Link's Awakening remake? Yes. Yes, I did. Vintage computer. Let's try that. Let's do a boss fight. Got to make them work for that money. Oh, actually, I really like this filter. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, it just makes it look like an old computer. Hold on, let's change the color. The pink is kind of... let me see here. Yellow, green. Virtual red, gray, brown. Ooh, try neon blue. Yeah, the vintage computer. This might be my favorite filter for the game, actually. Okay. All right, you have to get rid of, because these guys will insta-kill you, right? Oh, okay, I took damage. So you got to get rid of these grabber things. Oh, come on! Okay. Cool, but a lot of blue. Oh yeah, there's a lot of blue here. Let's see what other colors we have. Neon blue, normal. I like midnight blue the best. Let's try dark green. We can do this, boss. Oh, this is very vintage now. Yeah, this really feels vintage. You gotta get rid of these things. The bear will push you into them. Okay. Oh, I pushed myself into it. I wasted all my items. Does the blue color make people more calm in frustrating sections? Maybe, maybe. Okay, I don't want to get killed by that. You gotta get rid of them. They have a lot of health. Ow. Okay, okay. And the worms deal damage. The worms that he leaves behind. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. Just timing was good. Okay. No, I think I can do it. You can use items as well, but I wasted all my items. Oop. I don't know if there's anyone else on the left. I think I'm good here. I think if I keep up this pattern, I think this is fine. I got it. Please don't. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, those guys are all the way on the left. They can still kill you. Nail it. I like these colors a lot. It's nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay. What is the lore here? Like, why is there a demon apocalypse? There absolutely is. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Oh, okay. We're gonna head over now. Yeah. Okay. See ya. Sorry. Oh, see ya. Okay. Bye. Oops, guys, I was supposed to have lunch with Marty. I was supposed to be there by now. I gotta wrap up the stream. Sorry. See you guys. I gotta head over. We're having Vietnamese. I was supposed to be at the restaurant by now. Sorry, guys. I gotta end the stream. See ya. But yeah, if you want to check the links, check my in the description here. There is a link to my itch.io. I strongly recommend trying Silver Falls Galaxy Bound Curse. It's a Game Boy Color game. But all the Silver Falls games, there's a huge lore, there's a lot of story, and all the games are interconnected with the stories. Feel free to give it a try. I gotta go have lunch with Marty. See you guys. Oops.